and children.
It's no use. Give up.
If he goes on the other side, he'll break on that parts on that side. The thing is, there's a railing.
Oh, okay.
That'll help.
Ah.
It's no use.
It's no use. Give up.
No way.
Okay.
Okay, go to the side without the railing.
And then once he starts coming, book it to the side with the railing.
Yep, but just just wait.
He's up to something.
Okay, book it, book it, book it, book it, book it. There we go. Okay. I should listen to you more often.
No. I've been saying this the entire time.
It took me 4 times to kill that boss. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Oh!
Oh no!
Oh my gosh! Dude, that's more than just blackface. He's fucking pitch dark. Oh my gosh!
Oh no!
Meow like that. No, Eco! What are you doing? No, don't fucking correct him how to eat their fucking food! No! No! Oh my goodness!
Wipe this. He's about to wipe this.
Oh my gosh! You know you're supposed to use the wasabi and soy sauce on the same piece of fish, right? On opposite sides like this. Oh! I hate him so much. I hate him so much, Nick. You don't tell people how to fucking eat their food. No kidding. Good to know. And Ginger's. Okay, so it's D-pad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it always starts with the D-pad and then you make your selection.
Oh, is that what it is? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. Let's try this again then. If that's the case, then okay, maybe the game's not broken and we're just stupid. Well, I'm stupid. Which I wanna...
Just made it.
Just made it. B-Rink. Let's go. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, so I hit something on D-pad to make my selection. Oh my gosh,
There we go.
I'm just stupid, Nick. I'm stupid. Whoa! Look at this shit. It's a super robot. I know what this is. It's like, it looks like a
Power Rangers.
No. It looks like what is it? It was it was one of Tomino's robots. I think it was was it Daitarn?
Daitarn 3?
Yeah, was it Daitarn? It looks like Hold on, I'm gonna look up real quick.
No, it's Zambot 3. It looks like Zambot 3.
Is it Zambot? Hold on, let me. Okay, my phone's being slow for some reason. That's awesome. Okay. Let me just check on my computer real quick then.
Like, in terms of colors, it looks like Zambot.
Hold on real quick. Let me see. Daitarn 3. Oh yeah, I was right. It looks like it could be a reference to both. It resembles Daitarn 3, but the colors definitely resemble a lot more of a Zambot.
Of our date and go.
Oh? Do tell.
The annual Vocadro Martinist Expressionist Art Showcase.
I had so much hope in you, Olivia. I thought you were like me. We had so much in common. And she says, "Oh, let's go to an art museum for a date." We had so much in common, Olivia. What happened?
Guys, remember this.
Yes.
This is ending too, so it's definitely not a good ending.
No, but like, come on, think of a better place for a date. Go watch a movie or something. Like, oh, fuck you. Okay, whack him. Yes! Yes!
Let's go, partner.
Yes! All of us together! Yes! There we go! Evil baby dead! Oh my gosh! Oh, what an annoying boss! Let's go! Level up! We don't have to deal with this asshole anymore! Okay, Mitsuo. Get the fuck up and you gotta answer for your crimes, man.
Finally awake, huh?
It's in the 700.
Hey.
Yeah,
Change.
9,000.
9,000?
No, 9,700. Remember, a lot of yen is based around like also values a coin currency.
Oh.
So like the smallest coin that you can ever have is 500. 500 yen.
Wow. Huh.
So like 97 is like like $1 or something.
Really?
Like, yeah, 9,700 yen is like $1 something.
I don't understand the yen. I don't understand it. Why doesn't the whole world just go back to the gold standard?
You're so beautiful.
Wow,
Hi.
Teddy hitting on a lady.
I've got a husband and a son.
But I really want this meat, and I want you to cook it, miss.
Damn, Teddy's hitting on an older woman.
Oh, I couldn't possibly. The manager would get so upset.
I'm gonna knock the stuffing out of that bear.
Damn, Teddy just straight up said, I prefer hitting on older women." We watched a small group bickering before a stone relief. That's actually That's actually amazing. Just slap like a fucking gif of a 3D model of a toilet rotating. That's actually amazing. Da, 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 da. Oh! Oh, she's dead.
Senpai?
Sure enough. One strike.
Well, Yukiko and Chie's didn't taste good either, but at least theirs didn't cause any casualties.
It's a taste too subtle for kids. It's a mature flavor.
Rise, I don't think.
You guys are just kids.
Oh my goodness. Woman, don't cry, please. Come on.
It's spicy, but it's still good.
How has teaching shaped who you are now? That story is amazing. And I know everyone else will love it as much as I do. I wouldn't. Are we gonna fucking sub for Olivia? Are we gonna screw up her big eulogy? Oh my god.
Are we making it all about her?
Oh my gosh! Are we? Oh, that's such a terrible thing! Let's go with it.
Oh no!
Oh no! Let's keep going. Oh, I oh my gosh, no! I think. Oh my gosh, if that's the route we're going for, we're gonna tell Olivia, make it all about you. Be a self-centered bitch. Oh no! So now we're gonna screw up this relationship. We're gonna screw up her eulogy as well.
Yikes.
I think we're a really bad boyfriend, Nick. Number 3. Now tell me, it tastes good, doesn't it? Toru's voice carried a steely edge. It was a command that brooked no dissent. 4. But it didn't matter now. Brushing aside her misgivings, she greedily snatched the chicken wings remains from Toru's hands. Oh! Oh! Oh, it's food porn. That's what. Oh, it's food porn. They're using like sexual innuendos to describe food, actual food. Oh, so it's just food porn. Oh my gosh. Okay. Kachi, I hope you have your speedo on still.
Busted.
I was thinking the same thing.
Hey, Senpai, this stupid bear here.
No, he's butt naked!
You listening, Senpai?
Wait, hold it! Time out!
Ah, it's fucking great!
Down.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! Cleavage! Oh!
That brings up a lot of questions about these guys' anatomy, I'm not gonna lie.
Nick, we already talked about this. Remember?
Well, we need to talk about it again. We just need... How do we deal with this, man?
I don't know, cause
SWAT bot?
Positive, Master. After delivering your message, I followed the hedgehog. And when he took off his sneak... Oh no! Sonic feet! No!
Sonic feet pics.
Sonic feet pics! No!
Also, I firmly believe that is a shallow pool he is in.
Oh, yeah. And when he took off his sneakers to go swimming, I stole them and replaced them with the special look-alike energy-draining sneakers that you invented. Olivia doesn't look so enthusiastic about the meal as I do. I wonder why. I always believe that presentation helps elevate the flavor of the food. That Inko. That's what only fucking stuck up, like, arrogant rich assholes do, you stupid piece of shit.
That's what only arrogant rich assholes do, you arrogant rich asshole.
Exactly, you arrogant rich asshole! Oh my gosh.
What am I supposed to say to this?
Man,
Okay, maybe
there's just no way to say I'm almost buzzed. This man isn't great.
Maybe he is a little gay, you know? Alright, he's gonna do his shit. He's gonna do the shit, right? And then we have to avoid getting hit, right?
Yep, and just move forward and...
Oh! Okay.
Needle.
Okay! Yes! Oh!
Two shots, man.
Oh, wow! Just 2 shots, let's go!
Get out, you ugly prototype.
Ugly Shadow, why are you calling him ugly? I mean, yes, he is ugly, but that's your brother. I mean, yeah, he's ugly, but...
He feels like brother. Wow.
Wow.
Had 2 of them. What happened to them? One of them got executed by the government.
The servers are
Oh.
7.
The other one?
Chaos is power. Power is
I killed him
by the
myself.
heart. The controller is the one
Wow,
that unifies the
I honestly thought I would
Only
take
you
longer
can
on
do
the Bio
this.
Lizard, though.
Stop the
I'm
chaos,
actually
Emerald.
surprised by myself there. It's great.
Fuck them. Why should I?
Because it make it look bad if you don't. Oh my gosh, you are such a stupid idiot. I can't believe it.
Whatever
Wow.
happens next is on.
Oh.
Like I should give 2 shits about what they think of me.
Well, I give 2 shits because he said it. He said it. Oh, it's over. It's fucking over, dude. He said it. It's over. Oh, it's over for him. He said it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over. It's over for him, Nick. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Okay. I want to see her lizard dad. Where's her lizard dad?
Yeah, Chance, I'm surprised you haven't realized yet.
Fuck off. Oh, fuck off. Come on, man. You can't keep doing this to me.
Guys, I want you to understand that most of this conversation we've had about this stuff, I've been lying completely.
Come on.
I got this wrong. Woodstock 99 wasn't the second, it was the third Woodstock.
There was a third Woodstock?
Now that's interesting.
There was Woodstock 94, which was on the 25th anniversary of Woodstock.
Okay.
Okay.
And Woodstock 94 is where 3 people died.
Oh my gosh! That wasn't the worst one?
Like they say, all is fair on, love it, war. And I love this war. Good gosh, man.
Whoa. Damn, Sonic channeling his inner Metal Gear. Come on, Robotnik. Give war a chance.
Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Be gentle.
Teddy, no innuendos. Whoa! Holy sh! Oh! Damn, Tay's aggressive! Whoa!
Forget what they said, Conky. Get the fuck out of there!
Yeah, damn, he's aggressive! Wow! Okay. Alright, so... Yes! Okay.
Jump on panel number 1.
Alright, here we go. What?
And 3. Jump as soon as you
land
on a panel or else you'll fall.
I know what to call. Okay. Here we go! Here we go! Come on! Yes!
Yes!
Yeah! Alright! Oh!
Yeah, not bad.
Level 8! There we go! Holy shit! Oh, we're so pathetic! Oh my gosh! Oh! I waited a few seconds. No response. Was it too much? Too little? Oh, what am I even doing? Oh my goodness. I let my foot fall on my chest and rub my eyes. I'm an idiot.
My guess takes him back.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! You were right, Nick! Oh my goodness! Wow! Wow! Oh! Listen! Listen, Alcaide!
Chase, you gotta understand. First of all, context. First of all, this is a gag comic at the moment.
I know.
Second, sad AM.
Okay. But still,
obviously they're not.
Yeah, but I'm just
the
saying.
best at the moment, but it's it's supposed to be like a comedic kind of deal.
I know. But
wow, what a moment.
But I'm just saying, it's kind of funny, Toast. It's like you're always saying, like, man, yeah, I like Sonali, and then I know it's not real, but like you see something like this happens, like, wow, you like Sonali?
Yeah, yeah, the early issues are fucking weird, man.
Alright, there's only 3 possible...
Now, just a quick reminder that you can support me through Stream Elements. It is completely optional, but your support allows me to keep making content such as buying new games, art streams, and more. And then now... Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, click the wrong thing for a second there. I was freaking out. Oh gosh. Oh, and you left. Okay. Click the wrong thing. We should be good now. Okay. Hello. Can you hear us? Are we good? Can say something, you guys, just so we could test the audio.
Embrace your weebness, people. Apparently, weeaboos it is an offensive term.
Apparently, yeah. I was trying to name the stream for earlier, and I originally was gonna call it weeaboo time, but then for some reason Twitch was like, no. What you just said here could be offensive. No, immediately I was confused, like, wait, what's offensive? What, weeaboo? That's not offensive. I don't know. I guess we're being offensive towards Japanese or something. Who knows?
No, we're not even You're not offending Japanese. You're offending the people who wants to roleplay as Japanese people.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's right. The role players.
That's the meaning of weeaboo.
The leaning of the weeaboo. Yeah. Oh no.
Yes, weeaboo, the most oppressed group of people in the world.
The most oppressed group of all.
Apart from gamers.
Apart from gamers, exactly. Oh, sorry if I'm bumping my mic.
And with the glass ceiling broken, the oppressed groups shall prosper, and the most oppressed group of all, gamers.
Also, sorry if I'm like bumping my mic a lot. I am building a model kit at the moment, because I figure, why not? It's a good way to, keep my hands busy while we talk, and also the fact that I need to get this damn backlog, like, finished. I still have so many model kits left to build after this, but I gotta finish it all. Otherwise, what the hell did I buy them all for? So I gotta finish them all off. So yeah.
Well, you could have bought them to be shipped over to a new place if you.
Yeah, but then still, I gotta build these though. Like, what's the point of having these if I don't build them? Like, it's just boxes and boxes of unfinished model kits that I need to touch. I got that really cool real great Gao, and I haven't touched it. It's not even out of its box.
That is just straight up Castlevania.
Okay, that is dishonorable for you.
It is. I love Gao, but I haven't.
No. You need to commit seppuku now.
Ah, seppuku. In the name of our Japanese lords, I commit seppuku.
Wait, before you do that, Xeonic, are you gonna be his second?
What did you say that?
Oh,
Nick, you're gonna have to cut
Nick,
James's head off.
I'm gonna commit seppuku, so are you gonna cut my head off?
Yeah, I got you, fam.
Okay.
James is going to commit hercury. So while he dies right in front of us, he'll disrespect us by taking out his guts.
Exactly.
This is a political statement of some sorts.
A political statement, exactly. You know what? I might as well
just...
Okay. Okay, you know what? I think I might as well say this. Like, it's gonna age the stream terribly, but fuck it. I guess, and this is all I'm gonna say, just in case this ever gets brought up, so we could just get all the way. Nothing ever happens. Gang got proven wrong today. Somewhat. It's fucking crazy though. I don't think we've when was the last time someone actually pulled out a gun in an event like this?
It was John Hinckley, with
Reagan.
With Reagan, yeah.
And so that was late 80s, right?
80s.
Yeah, so no one's brought out a gun at an event like this since the 80s. So, goddamn, we traveled back in time to the 80s. Oh my gosh. But
I'm surprised this hasn't happened sooner, to be honest.
I know. It's actually interesting. Just decades, no one's bothered to do that, and then all of a sudden today, someone's like, we haven't done something with a gun in a while. So bam. But so yeah. But anyways, that's
okay. Here's the dark joke. So here, because most of the times they go to events, it's proper security. If they want to play duck hunt, they go to a school.
Oh, damn. That is pretty damn dark. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, were you saying that? But yeah.
Okay, now I can.
Alright, but anyways, that's really all I think we're just gonna say about it, because that's not what we're usually about, but like
just one more thing.
Okay.
Pray for the victims.
Right. Yeah.
Currently, it's like 2 dead.
2 dead. Oh.
Could be more.
Damn.
One of them is the. I hear that one of them is the killer.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
so
He was they fired at him and
the bullet grazed Trump's head and hit a bystander behind him. A cop, a doctor was sitting right next to him and got to try the best to because the bullet did hit center temple. So
okay.
The blessing was that he did go before feeling pain.
But is it confirmed that the guy who shot the gun is dead?
Yeah. He got killed. He got killed. He was prone on one of the rooftops.
Oh. Holy shit!
And that really is Kennedy.
Oh my gosh, yeah! Just fucking Kennedy! Whoa! Oh my god,
check this out. It's literally just Roman Castlevania. Dracula's castle.
Let me see. Oh, that's gorgeous.
But like one of the injuries, because he shot twice. He shot once that grazed Trump, and then another to try to correct his aim. And so that second one did hit injured too.
Okay. Wow, but still, I can't believe though, just straight up almost a Kennedy. Wow.
Well, Trump's not a Kennedy, so nothing good can happen to him.
Nothing bad will ever happen to. He's not a Kennedy, unless he's like a secret.
Something bad will happen to Trump because he's not a Kennedy. Because nothing bad happens to the Kennedys. So
nothing bad
has to happen to people. So something bad has to happen to people who aren't Kennedys.
Nothing bad happens exactly.
Look, as long as he doesn't have any information on the Clintons or Boeing.
Oh yeah, Bowen. That's right.
A Boeing sniper would have made it.
A Boeing sniper would have done the job.
This wasn't a Boeing job because they didn't get even 47.
Oh, that's right.
They just crashed a Boeing 747 on their Trump rally to kill him.
Oh, I see. What is it? What is it with the fucking Boeing shit, man? Like
look, it's obvious that Boeing has.
They went for quality over quantity.
To
the extent that they're having a lot of fucking issues. And now they're desperately trying to cover up their asses. They've realized that, oh shit, we're the two big airplane companies, and now all our stuff is not working to par. We have to start killing people.
I see.
They're probably afraid of losing contracts.
Okay.
Yeah, like Boeing is worth trillions because they are literally one of like Master said, they are literally one of two of the airplane companies that the vast majority of airliners use.
Okay.
It's that and a European company called Airbus.
Airbus. I see.
Also, America hires them for a lot of our stuff.
Of course.
Imagine the military-industrial complex looking at them and like judging them for
just judging them. All right.
As much as good as the Boeing's assassins are, they're gonna have to deal with the FBI's assassin.
Oh, that's right, Ray. Boeing was in charge of working on that space shuttle thing, and are those astronauts still stuck up there? when I was on the space shuttle, but like it was like a rocket thing. Like, are they still stuck up there? Hold on, I'm gonna check right now. I gotta know if those astronauts are still stuck. Hold on, Boeing astronauts. Oh my gosh, it's just stuck in astronauts stuck on International Space Station. Wow, they're just stuck up there.
No, it's better than Challenger, I guess.
I guess, but still. Well, you know why it's not as fast as Challenger, because Big Bird wasn't part of it.
I was about to fucking say Big Bird.
That's the thing. They weren't considering on putting Big Bird on the International Space Station, so that's why it's not as bad.
Oh, if Big Bird was there, they would have checked the O-rings.
Oh, true.
Man, fuck it. Imagine the fuck. I know this was already established in the video. But imagine the fucking shit show that would have happened if they actually got Big Bird on that Challenger.
I know, man.
Oh my goodness! Oh,
all those kids literally seeing in real time. They're like childhood idol just blow up in front of their eyes.
It can't even be like it can't even pretend. Oh shit! Well, the actor may be gone, but Big Bird, no, because have to pretend that Big Bird is essentially his own entity.
Yeah.
So Big Bird would have to canonically die in the Challenger,
in the Challenger. Yeah.
I mean, Mr. Hooper didn't die on the Challenger, but he's dead.
He's dead.
Imagine the Sesame Seed funeral episode for Big Bird who died on the Challenger.
Thank goodness. That's okay. This is.
We are here to pay our respects for Big Bird.
Oh, cookies. Good refreshments.
Oscar the Grouch is being a grouch during
Oscar the Grouch for once stops being grouchy in a moment of silence for Big Bird.
Speaking of Sesame Street, I actually got a new horror game that I'm looking forward to be playing. Called My Friendly Neighborhood.
Is it?
Which ones are in it?
Okay, so it's a mascot horror game. Resident Evil combined with Sesame Street.
Oh man, I need to play some.
Okay, that actually sounds amazing.
With no.
Ernie, be careful. You don't want to be my nemesis.
Essentially, what happens is you play as a grouchy repair guy whose last job of the night is to investigate a rebroadcasting of an old puppet show that is called My Friendly Neighborhood, that is essentially Sesame Street. And when he goes in there, he finds that all the puppets are crazy and trying to kill him.
Oh my god.
And he has to use a stenographer. Basically a gun that shoots letters as his weaponry.
My secret weapon.
It is
the alphabet. They don't stand a chance against me.
Quests. You have side quests where you help out some of the residents of.
That's amazing.
Of it because there's actually a positive story to it.
There is. Oh.
Yeah, and also the reason why the puppets go crazy is very hilarious, but I don't want to spoil it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right then. Wow, that sounds actually really fun. It's like,
and the gameplay is Resident Evil, but first person. Think of Resident Evil 7 combined with traditional Resident Evil gameplay. So you got puzzles, you got to worry about your ammo, but it's all in first person. The puppets go down, but they will get back up if you leave the room, and you can use tape instead of matches to totally disable them.
Okay, so yeah, it's like Resident Evil 7, 8.
Even down to the briefcase minigame.
Oh, okay. Alright. There's one with a raccoon mascot, Chelsea? Indigo
no, that's a different game, and that's by a YouTuber. I'm not into horror games, but when I heard about this one, it's like, yeah, this is actually, I want to play this one.
Okay. I'm not really big into horror myself. I do think like for when like October rolls around, I've told like this before. I don't know if you were there, but like I did say I'll probably do a. I keep on my mic again. Sorry, Bill and Model Kid. I said I would maybe try to attempt to do Alien Isolation for like a night again. Just gonna have to lower that difficulty setting because I screwed myself over. So yeah, yeah, like not well. It's not really a horror, but you know, you just reminded me though. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I tried earlier today. I tried playing Doom again, and I don't like having to fucking like boot up the game, and then they're like, oh, the resolution's all, you know, small and compressed. Why does it start up like that? It's like, oh, you gotta go in and fix it yourself. But why? That's stupid. That's stupid. It should just be the native resolution your monitor is when you boot up the game. It's like, oh, we're gonna compress it down to like 4:3 with like, like 5 pixels per screen. It's like, stop it. Fuck you. Last time you played Alien Isolation, I had a kidney stone? What?
Well, I hope you passed it.
I hope so too. I don't remember having a kidney stone, but hey.
I don't think you know what a kidney stone is, Kelsey.
Also, about your comment about the PC stuff, that's why people like to play consoles. They don't have to worry about that stuff.
Yes,
it's trade-off.
Yeah, but I don't have a console, so I got the
consoles. I'll be honest, consoles are cringe.
PC. Well, I just use PC for everything, so like just optimize your games for PC. You should know people play your games on PC. Optimize it for PC experience. I know why they do it though, cause like, oh, we're gonna make it a miserable experience so you get the console, so that way you don't have to have the miserable experience. Ha ha ha. We're a genius. Ooh.
Will you guys stop arguing? I'm trying to A-rank a City Escape in my brain.
You're trying to A-rank City Escape in your brain. Alright.
Dang, I got B. Thanks, guys.
Oh. You're welcome. Just like me. And my high school grades. Alright.
I got A's.
Alright.
Alright.
So talking about presidents, today we're doing mostly about weeb stuff.
Woo! What's our first Japanese American president? Come on. let's get to that. But
goes to Shinzo Abe. Hey.
Oh,
no. See, you're probably thinking, well, he's Japanese, like born Japanese. He can't be president. See, that's the thing. He just needs to go into the body, go into the body of an unborn American child and then be reborn as an American.
Shinzo Abe Lincoln.
It's essentially the plot to Ghostbusters.
Wait,
Shinzo,
oh my gosh,
Shinzo Abe Lincoln.
Wait, I just remembered that like one like Shinzo Abe thing you sent us earlier. Not. It was like it's like you redirected the bullet, didn't you? No harm shall come. No one shall harm my Nakama. Gura for president, Chelsea? Nah, I don't think.
Your Mr. Beast wanted to run.
Oh yeah, Mr. Beast said if they lowered the age to run for president, he will run for president. Which honestly, if Mr. Beast ran for president, I'm gonna be honest, he has a pretty damn good people are gonna like him. I mean, like.
Here's the thing, though. The voter age has to be 18, though.
Oh, true. But still, though, you could.
The voter age is 18. It has to be lowered.
Oh, but you could.
Yeah.
Oh, but you could still like convince people to vote for. Cause like what dude literally can say straight up, I supplied like free water and housing for people, and like people are gonna go,
I cured the blind.
I cured the blind. It's like, shit. How are we gonna beat this guy for presidency? He literally cured the blind people. What the hell? So. And then
I don't know if I will fully believe that I'll live in a world where Mr. Beast becomes president. Because what we call him, President Beast.
Oh, actually, that'd be amazing. President Beast.
President Hank McCoy.
Exactly, President Hank McCoy.
Hank needs to be president in one of the things.
Exactly. Hank needs to be president. Well, no wait. I already read the Gura president comment. I don't know why. I just saw Gura again. It's like, wait, what? But no, I already read that. Gura's not even Japanese, so she wouldn't even count as a Japanese American president. Oh, excuse me. You know what we need? We need someone like Obama again to come out, but then he's also Japanese American. So he's got Japanese American and a bit of African as well. And there we go. It's like.
And then we got people questioning his ethnicity.
Oh my god.
Hey, but at least we can say. But at least we can go around making memes like, oh my gosh, Yasuke reincarnated as president. Imagine that. Imagine that. Oh my gosh, you mean that one African samurai is president now? Holy shit. I mean, hey, that'd be fun.
Alright, so speaking of Yasuke...
Yeah, I guess that's a good segue. So, speaking of Yasuke, John, you read an entire book about Yasuke.
Yep, I read and also listened to it on Audible. I read basically as part of my reading. So, right. African Samurai by Thomas Lockley and Jeffrey Girard. Girard.
Gerard?
It could be Gerard. It's Girard.
Okay. Alright, so...
First things first. This book will get a 0.5 deduction.
Okay. Why?
Because of sourcing.
Ah.
And it's not a full point because it does actually have sources. So.
Okay.
This book is a weird combo. It's a historical book where you learn more history by it, but the way it's formatted, it is sort of like a historical fiction book.
Okay.
So it's like a pure narrations. There are a lot of fictional elements, but if you look at the back, preferably you won't probably get this on the audio version, but with the hard version, you go into the author's notes sections, and each chapter will have certain additional information about the historical context for some of the stuff in that chapter specifically. Like there's a chapter talking about collecting heads. You get information about the ritual of collecting heads and also the ladies that kind of presented the heads.
Oh. Okay.
Favorably. Along with that, you get a selected bibliography for each chapter. So, this does have sourcing. It's just that it's because of the weird format, it's not my preferred sourcing. My preferred sourcing is what is called MLA or Chicago. MLA is where you kind of put the author's last name or like a part title of the book and
that's what like they
a page number.
That's what like they like taught in schools and stuff, right? So
yeah, and then Chicago is where it's the most common one because all you have to do is just put a little number, you put the footnote somewhere in the book, you look up that number, bam, you got your source.
Yeah,
like a good, cleaner looking paper. So, yeah. So in terms of sourcing, this does get a 0.5 deduction.
Okay.
Yeah. In terms of readability, I would say this is very readable. This is very much for the casual reader, like pop history people, like people who would prefer a bit more simpler in their histories. Doesn't go much into detail, like into the deep rabbit holes.
Okay.
This is kind of that type of book. So if you just don't know anything about the topics that's in this book, that this book covers, I highly recommend you read this. So what does this recommend? This book covers 3 years. It covers the general life of Yasuke as far as we know.
Okay.
But also it covers the last 3 years of Oda's life, Oda Nobunaga, but also the central plot line in this book is the Jesuits' mission in Japan.
The Jesuits?
Yes, so
Genius. Man, I can't believe how well this connects to my topic as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so the Jesuits are a big thing in Japan's history. Okay.
Yes, because during this time, so during during this time period, this is when the Europeans started to become a major influence in Japan. Why? Because they brought something to Japan that changed warfare entirely.
Religious differences.
I just want to say.
Well, actually, the other important thing.
The boomstick.
The boomstick. A big boomstick.
I just want to say, Dominican friars are cringe. Jesuits for life.
Okay. Alright. I don't know the context of that, but alright, cool. So, Jesuits came over, they brought in their big boomstick, but then they're also saying, hey, do you know about this guy named Jeebus?
Yes.
We'll pass out gold like candy and give everyone boomsticks for believing in the big J.
Yeah, exactly. So by the time Yasuke came in this book, Yasuke came into Japan with an Italian Jesuit. Let me get his name.
Fuck.
It's like Val. Hold on, I want to get the name. Okay, Alessandro Valagnano.
Okay.
Valagnano.
It's just
Is it Valjanado?
no way.
Valagnano. Yeah, Giannano. Yeah. So he is basically the head Jesuit. So at this point, the Jesuits is actually a brand new order. So just to let you know, so the Jesuits came about partly because of the Reformation, and they were comprised of soldiers that fought in the various religious wars because of the Reformation. But also they were also decided, okay, these Protestants have been convincing people to turn to Protestantism because of their good logic and their study manners and their writing. So we need to boost up ourselves like that. So that's what the Jesuits dedicated themselves to, is to be the more educated.
We'll show those Protestants.
Yeah, but they also contain a lot of former soldiers. So they have like that zeal and that potential, even though they don't do it like that. So Valgino became like the head Jesuits, and also Jesuits became the most fervent into becoming missionaries. They used the Portuguese Empire to start spreading into India, into China, and then Japan was their recent frontier. And Valgino was the head guy of base. Think of like the head of all the missions in Asia.
Ah, okay.
But his main thing was Japan. And for his time, he thought of like this innovative idea. Why don't we try to make Christianity more like the Japanese culture to appeal to them?
Okay.
And
like
the
he was
Dominican
pushing for
friars,
allowing locals to become priests. He was pushing people to learn the Japanese language. And also trying to incorporate the customs of Japan. Just to also, not to make him a total progressive in his time period, he also viewed Indians and Africans a lot lowly. He thought of Japan and Chinese as whites.
And then the Dominican friars go
Wait,
in and they're like,
wait, so this guy was ahead of time of like these like Twitter idiots, like, oh, Asian people are just whites.
Well, to explain, yeah, there's more to it. Essentially, the idea at that time, the term white as we know it was not a thing until the late 18th century.
Just remember, the Irish were not white.
Oh, right. Wait, so Japanese were more white than the Irish?
Yes, because of civilization.
Remember,
civilization. They view civilization, and they were not tainted by Muslims. Those were the two primary categories.
What do Muslims have to do with the Irish?
Because Christians hate Muslims.
Okay.
And Muslims hate Christians.
A lot of bad blood.
Yeah, but what did it, wait? Well, like were a lot of Irish people Muslim?
No, they were just a bunch of hillbillies.
Oh, okay.
What we're trying to say, Changus, is you're considered white if A, you have a civilized culture, and B, that civilized culture wasn't in any way affected by Muslim ideology.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, that's generally the idea, because Muslims were more militant towards Christians than compared to the Buddhists and the Confucius around that time, so they were viewed a bit more respectfully. India, unfortunately, it was still not viewed very highly.
But Japan, though, ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and also Valgino partaked in some of the unsavory customs, including basically human trafficking. Unofficial human trafficking.
We're human trafficking.
Another weird thing, another quirk at this time period. They viewed slavery or servitude if you were enslaved and serving a Christian master or being under their authority in some way. More preferable than being free and being a pagan. Or being free and being a Muslim.
So it's better to be a slave than to not be Christian.
Yes.
Also, Changus, check this out.
What?
What
you send me?
Like, when I'm talking, this is one of those cases where the term reading history is like going into another country is very much a thing. You have to really think about an understanding why the way things are, and when you understand them, and you just go, that is so weird.
It is weird, because like that's such a such an alien concept nowadays, to go to tell someone, hey, did you know it's better for you to like be enslaved, like have no free will whatsoever, than to not be Christian.
It's better to be a physical slave than to not be. It's better to be in bondage physically, and it's better to know God and to be close to God and be in bondage physically than not to know God, not to be close to God and be a free man.
And also, I will preface also, slavery at this time was not complete chattel slavery.
Right.
It was still horrible.
It's not, but like it's not like the same type of slavery that we were, like fighting all for against, right? It was different slavery. Okay.
Yeah, so I will actually use Yasuke as example. So we learn from this, mostly from guessing that he is most likely from the west eastern side of Africa, right? Yeah, the one of Ethiopia side. Okay. Further inland, among cow herders, and he was taken as a slave, most likely by a local tribe.
Okay.
Given to Muslim traders, who then shipped him to become a slave warrior in India.
Huh.
And during that system, it is thought that he actually earned his freedom there.
Really?
Yeah, because when you're like a slave warrior, you not only get like a monthly wage, you also get spoils of war, and in the Muslim system of slavery, if your master dies, you're free.
Oh. Wait, so Muslims actually give their slaves like a monthly wage?
It's actually common in a lot of slave cultures to do that.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
How come we didn't do
like
that?
I was gonna make a joke like that.
What the
Changes.
What the fuck's wrong with American slavery?
And water. That's your food. That's your wages.
We took you in. We took you in. We clothed you and bathed you. We don't need to pay you. We don't need to pay you anything because we already gave you all your necessities,
including a possible wife and child.
Hey, look, we're all sorry about like the whips and stuff like that, but like we're cool, right?
No, because I'm not getting paid, you bastard. Well, okay. 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 Admittedly, it's it's partially a joke, but like it's still just like such an interesting like thing, though. Like, oh. Wait, you're telling you're telling me that like I could be paid as a slave, like if in like a different culture, but meanwhile here in like American slavery was like no money for you. Also, here's a whip. It's like,
yeah, it was more industrialized.
Oh. Huh. Okay.
Also, so Ray, the whole castration thing is really dependent on what job you had.
Wait,
don't be a eunuch.
God, again with the cast. I know it's a. I know we discussed this before, but again, the castration comes up again. All right, say goodbye to your, wee. You don't need it.
Yep. Okay. I want to kind of move on. So we got a lot of topics. So
okay. So
Yasuke ends up was hired by the Jesuits, protecting in the book of the guy.
Okay.
To go to Japan, and essentially the big strategy for the Jesuits was get a bunch of Christian lords to form a coalition. So that they can have like their own kingdom and become like a major political force. And of course, they're using the influence of like their guns to get into the door. And their main strategy was to convert the upper class, the rulers of the land, so that they rule, and then the peasants will follow.
Okay.
And it was during this time where because of this, Vaniya's big importance of the leadership of the church there, and they managed to get Nagasaki.
Really?
As their stronghold.
Huh.
Yeah,
Wow.
Nagasaki was a Christian city.
Wow. Until
Until Hideyoshi showed up. We'll get to that.
Oh, so by the time we blew it up, it was no longer Christian. Okay.
No, before Hideyoshi.
Hideyoshi.
One dumb Jesuit. One really dumb Jesuit.
Okay.
So Oda meets up with this guy, and in the book, there's apparently an incident where this African was being chased by the mob because, you know,
a
black man in Japan.
Yeah.
And in the capital at the time, Kyoto, which was essentially the capital of Japan, and a lot of peasants were there because Oda was about to do a horse show. In terms of timing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they were trying to literally get a piece of him. So Oda brings them in, saw that, he's a cool African dude, he's actually has skin, and he actually is knowledgeable about the world, and because Oda is a huge Western boo.
Oh! Chingus, Oda was the type of man who would literally go, "Hey, you want to see my gun collection?"
That's amazing.
Yeah, he would basically say, "What's the latest technology in Europe?" Like, if he had the internet, he would know at that time. He would know everything that goes on in Europe and what technology they have, and try to bring them over to Japan.
Oh.
He's that guy. He's very much into the Western ideas. And stuff.
Yes, Chelsea. Castration.
He's
is when
also
they remove your balls. Yes. So you were correct, Chelsea.
So Oda brings Yasuke into his service, and then a month later, he pretty much makes him officially a samurai.
A samurai. Right, but I remember you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the idea of samurai as a caste system was not fully established until Hideyoshi, who's the guy after Nobunaga.
Oh, so the caste wasn't.
Hideyoshi is one of Nobunaga's generals. And Hideyoshi was essentially the Sala of Japan.
Okay.
He's the guy who basically changed stuff for a more conservative direction, and then Tokugawa Ieyasu goes one step further. Okay, just to give you that general idea, is so all but officially put into the caste system, he is a samurai. During this time of the Warring States period, where there's not a lot of stratified social classes, where social mobility is very common. In fact, you can have cases where you could be a samurai knight under a samurai daimyo, and you can overthrow the daimyo to become the new daimyo. Very common during this period. It became less common because this is Oda Nobunaga, and this is near the end of his life, where he basically conquered most of Japan.
Okay.
He made the shonen promise to unite all of Japan and become shogun, and he was almost close.
Yeah, he was very close. And
almost.
He did it through, well, he's basically Julius Caesar.
Oh, okay.
Where he is somebody who is very educated, loves Western culture and stuff, but he also is very cruel. Very cruel.
So people didn't like him. Okay.
Yeah. And also, like Julius Caesar, he had a traitor.
Oh!
The Benedict Arnold to Nobunaga, Akechi
Matsuhide. So Matsuhide betrayed him.
Oda.
Yeah,
and we see this in the book. We get to spend time with learning about Oda, learning about Japanese culture, and through the eyes of Yasuke. So that's one of the things this book does, is that he uses Yasuke as like your point of view character to explore Japan in terms of its political, what's going on politically, and also the culture of Japan.
So Yasuke is just an isekai protagonist in this whole story.
Well, yeah, technically, yeah.
He got isekai to Japan, and now he's learning about this brand new world.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Like, he's like, and then he also I need to bring this up.
Okay.
So, you know, I know we talked about Assassin's Creed Shadows recently, but you know how people were upset because it was announced that they were gonna make Yasuke gay?
What? He was?
He was not gay.
Wait, was that like an actual? Was that an actual like thing they announced?
Apparently.
So the writer. I'm not gonna go full into it, but the writer has some very questionable tastes.
Oh.
And they want to put that, try to extrapolate that for Yasuke.
Ah. Well, you know what? You know what I have to say to that? How about you fucking lower your prices, you piece of shit, Ubisoft, with your fucking $130 pre-order for bonus skins and stuff. How about you lower your prices first, and then we could discuss about Yasuke being gay. Lower your damn prices.
But there is somewhat a historical precedent.
Okay.
It is not confirmed whether Yasuke was in this type of relationship, because he would be far too old for this. They did practice pederasty. Remember from the Sacred Band?
Okay.
Yep. And Oda apparently did participate in this system.
Okay.
If I had a nickel, I have 2 nickels now in a row where 2 books I read where pederasty became a thing.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's
For those who don't know, just in short, think of a mentorship where the mentor can ask for sexual favors from the mentee.
I think like as soon as you put like, to be fair, like as soon as you say the PEDST and then that's all you need to hear, then you put everything just clicks in your mind. You go so
yeah.
Okay, so that was a common practice.
Yeah, because also in terms of sexual ethics in this time, it's a weird form of sexual ethics where Confucianism in terms of how to structure society has not fully infiltrated the society, so a lot of loose love.
Okay.
Men and women.
There was a saying. There's a saying once that like that doctors will often just suggest to some men, whether they be noble or peasant, to try to find some escorts to sleep with, because they perceive that it was good for your health.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Anything happier?
Okay. Sort of. So the most interesting thing in the book is what happens after Oda's death. Because what happens? Nagasaki,
just to set it up. Okay, so you know how you have Julius Caesar died?
Yeah.
Now you have an all new set of who's going to succeed Julius Caesar?
Exactly. Yes, that situation. So Akechi Mitsude, right? Masuhide. Okay, Akechi Masuhide lasted 13 days before Hideyoshi takes over. And Hideyoshi is old school conservative. He hates he's like somewhat respectable to foreigners. For now.
For now. It's just somewhat respectable. Just a little
somewhat.
bit. Just a tad bit.
But the interesting thing, so the possible fates of Yasuke. There was some that suggest he died with Oda.
Okay.
But the book actually interprets that actually the question is actually further down the line because the Jesuits had to defend Nagasaki from a rival Japanese lord. And it was said they brought out an African warrior to lead troops. Using a Pacific term that means black man.
So it could have been Yasuke.
Yeah. So we're in a little bit, but it seems like a very strong likelihood because he is viewed as a foreigner. He could have survived. He could have not been asked to commit harakiri because he's not Japanese. He didn't grow up in the Japanese system. He was just this foreigner guy that Oda brought in as a bodyguard because of the status symbol. And he may have taken place in a couple skirmishes, but not like any of the big battles, except for this one, potentially. Potentially. There's no confirmation it was him, though. It wasn't 100%. But after this, the battle of like Okanate. Okay. Yeah, if I remember correctly in the spelling right. The possible fates are that he returns he sticks with the Jesuits, and the Jesuits, because of one Jesuit superior, screwed the pooch big time. Their shenanigans about human trafficking got exposed. They didn't give him the guns on time. And essentially that caused Hideyoshi to go, okay, all Catholicism is banned because it's evil. And then Spain showed up. Yay, Spain! A Spanish boat crashed. Its captain presented Hideyoshi a map of the Spanish Empire and just made a slight comment about how the Spanish Empire, to begin their conquest, would send missionaries to preach the gospel before conquest.
Have you considered, praising the Lord before you go conquering people? Oh, no, actually, I have not. Okay.
So that basically went from standard, you're just banned, but there's people underground too. We need to root these out like I am a South American dictator and I want to kill some communists. We need to throw Catholics out of helicopters.
Okay. So
then it got worse when the Tokugawa takes over.
The Tokugawa.
Where essentially Christianity, that's one of the major reasons why Japan is only 1% Christian.
Yep. Tokugawa took over. This is also a topic I will talk about. This is also one I will talk about.
Okay. Because just to let you know, Chinggis, the Tokugawa is part of the Shogun show and story, but they changed the name to Toranaga, right?
Toranaga.
Toranaga.
No, Toranaga.
Oh, that's her name. That's her name, Philip. Philip.
I was gonna say like Toranaga. What the hell?
That's her name, Philip. Philip.
Yeah. Yeah, they changed a lot of the characters' name. Essentially, Shogun is a historical fiction book, but much like how Casino is based on historical events, but they just switched the names.
It's like historical fantasy in a sense. Like it's not. It's set in a historical setting, but it's not a real thing that happened.
the events generally happen, but they just simply grab the name tags and swap it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll get into it, but it's just in general, like people have different.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, so he could be with the Jesuits, leaving, going back out in the world after he got kicked out.
Okay.
He could have tied himself with rival lords, any of the other lords, because he's now a Ronin, so he can, and he did have some money on his person because you can carry your wealth on your cat with they have like this coin system where you can carry most of your personal wealth in your person.
Oh.
And of course, you can always bury your money as your bank deposit. Remember, no banks, so.
Right. Huh.
So he could have hired out his services to any of the other Japanese lords, and thus joined that system that way. There have been cases, the book did mention cases where there have been an African retainer with certain Japanese lords during certain events afterwards.
Oh, so maybe you could.
Oda made it popular.
Oh.
Everybody just had to have the. No, I'm kind of making a joke, but
yeah,
okay.
It's a joke, but
it could be.
But it's yeah.
Oh.
And plus, this is still during that time where foreigners were still allowed to kind of move about.
Oh.
So it's always, it could be Yasuke, it could be not. Is there? But there has been evidence, like there was a samurai back. The book mentions one samurai who actually got his photo taken that looks a lot like a descendant from an African warrior.
Oh. Okay.
But it could be like technology at the time, the way cameras were worked, that shaded his skin darker.
But it could.
Yeah, it could. And
okay.
Or he could be a pirate. He could have become a pirate.
Really? Yo
yeah,
ho.
China had a pirate problem.
Oh, wait, so he dished the Japanese to become a Chinese pirate?
He could. Japanese were becoming pirates.
Wow, what a, not gonna lie, that is straight up like anime protagonist right there. It's like, oh man, my lord, this, I had a good life under this lord. He had some problems and stuff, but still I had a good life. But now, things are changing. Oh, these guys came up to me. Hey, you want to be a pirate? Well, hell yeah, we're gonna go find a One Piece.
Yes, the One Piece is real.
The One Piece is real. Wow.
And then the book ends with exploring the legacy of Yasuke over the centuries. So, like, he was more popular shortly after he was alive than not. And then he kind of got a resurgence when reconnecting to the West because of new translation. And then he became more popular in Japan. He was used a lot more in Japan after World War II.
Oh, why after World War II?
Partly inspired because of the decolonization of Africa.
In
there, or just people, finding out about this cool part of their history.
Oh, this cool African guy who was a samurai.
Yeah, and then of course, as we talked about before, African Americans also found got inspired by Yasuke.
Right.
Yasuke. Oh, by the way, Yasuke, his name is actually derived from Isaac.
Isaac? Really?
Yeah, it could be like the way Japan says Isaac.
Huh.
So it's not even his real name that he was
Abraham,
given at birth.
You must give up your one and only son, Yasuke. You mean Isaac?
Yeah.
No, Yasuke. Okay. Well, I guess that I want to ask, do you have a personal, belief what happened to Yasuke?
I think he stuck around.
You think
if I would take it, the two possible, I think the strongest is him sticking around, dying in battle, or executed out of persecution.
Damn.
or him going back out and returning to India, because like even though Africa is the place of his birth, India is where he kind of spends most of his childhood, where he developed his warrior knowledge. So one thing that you could criticize Assassin's Creed Shadows in terms of historical accuracy, Yasuke would probably not use the samurai style much.
Really?
He was technically only a samurai for like 15 months.
But he used mostly the style he learned in India.
Yeah, he would be most familiar in terms of his muscle memory and all that stuff with Indian combat.
But is there a possibility he learned,
like he spent 3 years before, he spent like a couple of years before meeting with Oda, and then he spends 15 months under his supervision, and if he decided to stay in Japan afterwards, like under another lord, or being with the Christians around in Nagasaki for a while, he could have developed more of a Japanese samurai skill set.
Okay.
Like, but then we're going into conjecture about what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, but like the biggest thing is that he was not a slave by the time he got to Japan, and there would be no way that he would have become a slave again.
Okay.
Like, I know there's some people when talking about this says that he was a slave always.
Well, like Oda gave him his freedom, essentially. Is that what you're saying?
No, they were saying that he was a slave gifted by the Jesuits, even though they used the term gifted in the book. It was more his services was hired out from the Jesuits to Oda. As a bid, like basically he was a bid to have the Jesuits be in the good graces of Oda, so that they can expand their influence and maybe one day convert Oda to become a Christian.
Okay. Okay, but he was free by the time.
He was most likely freed by the time, because the Jesuits had a ban on slavery in their use. Officially. That doesn't mean they... The Jesuits did a lot of shady stuff and a lot of politics.
Officially, on paper, we don't condone slavery. Don't let anyone, find out about the whole human trafficking thing. That's gonna put a damper on things.
Essentially, the human trafficking thing was they took young children from noble families or like orphans and sent them out into Christian families back in like India and China to raise them and maybe do the pederasty thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yasuke didn't do any of that shit though, right?
Most likely not.
Okay.
There is also a possibility that he was a devout Catholic. Just because of the environment he spent so many years with the Jesuits. And that, like, of course, this is all conjecture. Like, that's the thing with this book too. It's like it's also a lot of conjecture, but the author does provide arguments of why he kind of wrote the book this way, and he was trying. And if you read his personal notes, like he purposely said, like, I wasn't trying to, do the modern judging thing of like in the past, trying to be objective in terms of me just with the past and
stating the fact of what was it like,
saying the fact while trying what most likely would have happened in form of a narration.
Okay. All right.
And also he does provide sources, so
there we go.
Even though so in terms of books, I would probably give this a solid 8.5.
8.5? That's not bad. That's That's a pretty good.
That's a great book. That's a great score.
That's pretty good. Hey.
Especially like if you, this is probably not a book I would recommend for like sourcing. You know, to use as a resource, but definitely something to give you like a good introduction to the time period of Oda Nobunaga, and also a glimpse into how the Jesuits was involved in the politics of that time.
Okay.
All right. Time to talk about some turtles.
I finally got to a stopping point. I just got my ass kicked by the final boss of the.
Of DLC.
Yeah.
Damn. Wait, what's the final boss even?
You know Radon?
Yeah.
He's back.
Oh,
it's Prime Radon.
Oh.
So he's in his prime, but somehow he's also a zombie.
Somehow he's also a zombie. Okay. So Radon pulled up how somehow Radon has returned.
Okay, speaking of pederastry,
what the fuck? What do you mean?
Of course he would.
So in the lore, what I know. So from the lore, what I know, Radon and one of his stepbrother Mikola, Radon promised to be his consort when they were kids. And then later on when they grew up, he's like, shit, man, I was just a kid. Like, I'm a fucking dumbass back then. And then Mikola's like, no, you promised. And then Radon's like, brother, that's incest. Fuck off.
Okay.
And so, Melania sends, Mikola sends out his sister Melania to haul Radon back to the altar.
Okay.
And now that after you beat Moog, Mikola's plan. So Mikola seduced Moog.
Okay.
And his plan was for you to beat Moog so that Mikola can resurrect Radon. In a zombie Moog body.
Okay.
And that's what you're fighting in the final boss. So, speaking of samurais and ninjas,
samurais and ninjas. Yeah, let's go.
And dinosaurs.
Let's go, TMNT. 2003.
Teenage Mutant Ninja
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Turtles count it off. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Turtles.
Singing underground.
Turtles.
Jiu-jitsu action.
Turtles.
Take the shower of the time.
Yeah.
Turtles counted off.
1. So you watched season 2 and 3 of 2003 Turtles. What you think?
Oh, it's probably better than 2012. At this point, I can't. Legally, it is better than 2012. So it's not as nostalgic as 2012.
Well, to be fair, 2012 is. I still like the 2012 Ninja Turtles show, except for the whole part with Donnie and April. That didn't age well.
That was weird.
Yeah, that
Also,
didn't age well.
Leo getting with his sister.
Oh yeah.
I thought this was New York, not Alabama.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the whole like weird Karai Leo situation. Is she still a snake? Like, can you she still turn back?
She got better.
Well, yeah, her ability is to shift. She has the ability to shift between human and snake.
Okay, so
she technically is still a mutant.
2012 gets weirder the more you think about it.
Yeah, but admittedly, it is kind of a nostalgic show for me. So, but
especially knowing that Samwise is Raphael.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think 2012 and 2003 are the best Ninja Turtle cartoons. that we have so far. And I think each have specific flaws to them that hold one that you can't really say one beats over the other.
So Matchstick, real quick recap. What happened in season 2 and also 3?
We got aliens. We got weird dimensional shit. We got time travel.
Oh, time travel. Oh no.
Do we
Gang
get the
Wars.
Samurai Rabbit?
Yeah, Yusaki. I forgot the rest of it.
Yojimbo? Is
Jimbo.
it Yosagi Yojimbo?
Was it Yojimbo, Nick?
So the comic is called Usagi Yojimbo, but the character's name is Miyamoto Usagi.
Miyamoto Usagi.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yojimbo is what he is. He's a Ronin.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, we get to see him.
One of my favorite details is when you see Usagi in the flashback. He resembles how he looked in the original, like the early Stan Sakai art style of Usagi, but when he's in the present, he's in his newer style.
Okay.
So I was about to say Elden Ring. So TMNT 2003, 2012. You know, for the characters and stuff, it just kind of continues being good.
Okay.
You know, same stuff. You know, Shredder's the shit. You know, they're all kind of the same, but just more of them. And that's what you like about it. But Shredder being a Krang. I don't know if that was revealed last season.
I don't think we've
I think this is season 2.
I don't think we've gotten to that part yet, where Shredder's.
What?
Yeah, he was.
They show it.
Yeah, it's the season season 2 or 3.
Oh, I always remember that.
It was season 2.
It was. I always remember that.
I think they show it very soon in season 2.
Oh, I just remember that.
So Shredder is Krang.
Well, he's an Utrum.
Yeah, but look, he's Krang.
Yeah, like he's clearly supposed to be, you know, like the Krang and Shredder character like combined, but you know, in the show he's officially an Utrum. Haha. Actually. So. But no, I don't know. I just remembered that again. That twist being later, not like so recent.
It was
early.
I think it was like really soon into season 2.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. It's season 2. Like season 1 ends with Leonardo decapitating Shredder.
Right. He sliced.
And he gets back up, and you're like, and he gets back up, and you're like, oh, Shredder's back up.
Like, what the hell? Oh. And then yeah, it's like, and then they reveal later on, yeah, he's an Utrum, you know, combining Krang and the Shredder together for what was his alien name? Like something Crawl or something. He's an Utrum. And then it's like, oh. But I just always remember that twist being like in the later seasons, not like so early. I don't think
it wouldn't work if you would make it so late. It'd just be weird.
True. I haven't seen the 2003 show in a while, so I admittedly don't remember much. So
I find it weird that Karai's like, dude, this man is a fucking maniac. Like, what are you doing?
It's
like you could do better.
You could do better, girl.
Like, I get it. He raised and trained you, but like come on, you clearly have more morals than this. I guess that's gonna be something that follows up in season 4, because you know Shredder abandoning her isn't, you know, a great look on him.
Nah.
but I really like Bishop.
Oh yeah, Bishop. Yeah.
He shows up pretty early in season 2 during the latter half of the Alien Invaders arc. I remember 2012, and I was like, wait, shit, I remember him. He was like the Krang army disguise.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, he's an actual dude.
In 2012, they referenced Bishop from the 2003 show. Yeah, so. Yeah, Bishop. I remember him. He was cool.
I like the government. The only thing almost worse than Shredder. The government.
The government.
Yeah. Especially one competent Asian willing to cut Raphael.
Yeah. Don't you love the government? I sure do. Yeah. What else was there?
You had the whole Bishop was season 3. Shit. Yeah. Season 2, you had the whole stuff with the Triceratons and the Federation. Honey, can't remember his name right now. The robot.
What was his name?
The Fugitoid.
The Fugitoid. Right, but he had an actual name though. What was his name?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Who cares? Now? He's the Fugitoid.
Honeycutt. Professor Honeycutt.
I'm just gonna say Fugitoid. The Fugitoid. That was really cool. The Alien Invaders arc in season 1 was really fun. Really sent it off to the. Cause I did not expect that they were gonna shoot him into space, and then just following up on that, I was like, oh, this is cool. It's very Star Warsy with the amount of kind of like griminess that it has. Yeah, it's very Star Warsy that arc. Got the gang war.
Gang war.
This could have been solved if Shredder just talked to Karai and
it is kind of funny, though. Turtles just... It is kind of funny, though. Turtles just go up to space to do a little Star Wars adventure. They come back down only to find New York's being torn apart by a gang war. It's like, wow, we went to space and this is what we returned to? Damn. I forget. At this point, how much? Wait, I'm trying to remember in the 2003 TMNT. At this point, how much of Baxter Stockman's body's left?
Oh yeah, he's just a head. Spider head.
He's just a head at this point.
Evolving until he's just like I can't like. Man, they showed that on a kid's cartoon, just like the brain with the one eye.
Yeah, but you know what's the most humorous part about it?
Shredder's like, "Hey, you lost your head."
No,
but no, okay. Don't lose your head, Stockman.
You know what network? The TMNT 2003 was a part of?
What?
4Kids.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so the network that is famous for censoring animes, like removing guns to do finger guns, is allowing this cartoon based on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles horribly mutilate one guy off screen.
I mean, that's how they get away with it. It's off screen. There's no blood. Don't worry about it. There's no blood, so it's all right. But yeah, I just remember that was like a big thing. He just keeps losing body parts. I just forgot at this point how far he got. You know, how much body is left.
Yeah, don't worry. Season 4 is gonna be the breaking point where it gotten so dark that 4Kids finally had to step in.
Season 4 gets so dark, or season 4 is stepping in.
Season 5 is when season 4 after season 4 with the Baxter Stockman episode, that is when a bunch of shenanigans happen. I think season 5 is the last episodes.
Well, so after season 4, there was like season 5 was
2003.
Oh, I remember. So season 5 was the one where like they had to deal with like magic stuff. Like there was like the original Shredder and stuff like that. And then season 6 was Fast Forward, and then season 7 was Back to the Sewer, and then after that was Turtles Forever.
Like essentially, season 5 is you could view that as the finale that was intended.
Well, you don't like the fact you don't want April and Casey to get together?
No.
You don't? What, April and Casey married?
No. I want them together, but.
Well, then you gotta watch Back to the Sewer.
Yeah. It's just not as good as.
Well, like I feel like that's just like a thing with like all shows that like run like that long. Like there's gonna eventually be a point where
eventually the people eventually love the core group kind of leave, and it just kind of stagnates because there's not as many people.
You just eventually reach a point where the show does just kind of reach a peak, and then just kind of stagnates from there. So
it's very hard to keep a show for like past like 4 or 5 seasons, like very good, because people leave. People come in, they're not as good, or not as they don't have the same chemistry with the other people working on it. It happens, but I'll deal with that when I get to it. Is Back to the Sewer any good?
Back to Sewer?
It's. I would say all the theme songs are cool.
That's the best thing you can say about it. Ooh, that does well for
okay. So the problem is that the designs and animations takes a downgrade.
I wouldn't say necessarily downgrade.
Like the most clear downgrade.
I don't think it's necessarily a down because
they gave actual eyes on their mask.
Well, it's
what?
So it's an art style change, right? Like art style change is always gonna be subject. I do prefer if I don't mind the eyes for the mask, but it's just kind of weird seeing, them having eyes after like 6 seasons beforehand with just the white pupils. So, it's Back to Sewer's fascinating because you can also
look, Matchstick. This is a thumbnail that like a retrospective series, and you see like a drastic changes in
it's an art
styles that is extended throughout the supporting cast. These are actually the better looking, and the way they also circumvent it is part of the series gimmick about them going online. They make them put them on way more high-taking looking suits. They put them on more high-taking looking suits that give them the white eyes.
Back to the Sewers is just Ninja Turtles Matrix.
And this is this is April and Casey.
I like April and Casey. They're fine.
The main problem with Back to the Sewer my main problem is that because of the art style changes, attaching itself to the main continuity of 2003, it does, and it's also lighter in tone because
it's lighter tone.
Because for kids.
I will say though, like Turtles Forever, or when that came out, kind of seemed like it was a little bit of a fix. They kind of went back. It's still kind of the Back to the Sewer art style, but like for one, they got rid of the pupils, so you'll be fine with that. Well, except for the '80s Turtles, because no, but yeah, Back to the Sewer is kind of a fascinating thing, though. I don't know. I kind of have a soft spot for it. What was your favorite part though, Mastic, of like season 2 and 3? Like, what was the part you like? Ooh.
I like the alien stuff. The Star Trek adventure. What else? My mind is going blank right now.
Okay.
Did you get to the tournament, multiverse tournament thing?
The tournament.
Oh yeah,
stuff
Battle
fun.
Nexus.
The Battle Nexus stuff. The time travel stuff was fun.
Oh,
in season 3.
Yeah, time travel.
Donnie just went straight up Frank Miller. Little Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he was traumatized by that.
Yeah, I got a little bit traumatized there.
They literally just killed everybody by the end of it. I was like, man.
Wow.
They're getting away with a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they killed everyone, and then when Donnie gets back to them, it's like, good, you're not dead. Oh, you have your eyesight.
Yeah.
Man, I just imagine doing a Justice League or like where Justice League episode or an arc where it's just like that. One of them ends up in the DCEU.
It's the good old the bad the bad alternate world timeline, etc. Trope, which I don't know. I'm kind of a sucker for, admittedly. I'm always interested in those type of stories. Like you're in the bad timeline. Whoa! Oh my god!
That's always fun once in a while, but
Well, yeah, you don't want to do it like every time, but like it's like
Zack Snyder.
Yeah, like if it's like a 1 or 2 episode thing, then yeah, I'm fine with that. It's like oh, that's neat. So, but like if it's like like everything, then okay. What's your favorite? What's your favorite alien group? Who do you dig, Matchstick?
The Triceratons are pretty. I like the gods. I like the idea of just giant walking Triceratops.
Triceratons. Yeah. Oh my gosh! I just thought this. Nick, you'll get this. How come they didn't just like if we got Party Wallop? Why don't they just? It'd probably be people call lazy, but fuck it, just repaint Slag as a Triceraton. You could do that. Why get that Studio Series Slag, just repaint it to look like a Triceraton. You got another crossover figure there. It's like, whoa! Triceratons are fun. They're a bunch of goofy guys. Oh, but I remember though, there was that like one, like that one Triceraton who was actually like kind of honorable. Like he became friends with the turtles, if I remember.
He showed up in this.
Oh, what was his name? I don't remember. I don't remember his name. But yeah, there was that one Triceraton. It was like, oh, wait a minute. It's like, oh, you're a good guy. Tried to remember his name. Was it like Maximus or something? I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I thought it was like Maximus or something, I am Maximus.
I am Maximus.
Hold on, I could just look this up. Triceratons, 2003. Okay, come here. Triceratons. No, Mozart was the one with the eye patch. He was Traximus. So I was pretty close.
Traximus.
It's like Maximus, but it's with TR because Triceratops. Traximus. Yeah, he was like the honorable Triceraton that like became friends with the turtles. So yeah.
There was like one episode where they had the Triceraton who was like soldier who was breathing oxygen, so he's like kind of nutty, and he got himself killed fighting Shredder, I think.
I don't remember who that one, but yeah, then Traximus was the one who was like friends with the turtles, and then I think like he, if I remember, like did he like lead like a coup d'etat or something, and then he eventually like took over the Triceratons?
I think so. Yeah, so we have like the Battle Nexus and the Triumph Trials, the Daimyo's son, and what was the other guy's name?
I don't remember who.
I kind of find it funny that they never bothered to give him a name. They just always called him the Daimyo's son.
The Daimyo's son.
Even though he just keeps showing up, even with feuds with the other guy. He was always known as the Daimyo's son.
I could see if he has a name, like, let's see, Timothy 2003, Daimyo.
Yeah, the Daimyo had a son's had name.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to see what his son's name was. No, not him. Draco. Yeah.
They always called.
No.
They always called the Daimyo's son.
His son was
they never bothered.
There we go. Ooh. Yeah. So. So yeah, the Daimyo's son. He was cool. Yeah, he. What does it say? Yeah. Doesn't he become like a big deal? Doesn't like the daimyo then like the son also become like a big deal like with the later seasons, especially in like that 5th season where they have to fight like original Shredder or something like that. I think.
What?
What? I was talking about the daimyo and how I was saying, isn't he like involved in like the whole like season 5? I'm trying to. I mean, it's been a while since I see season 5.
Maybe.
No, they have like a Shredder council, like a special tribunal council that consists of multicolored Shredders.
Oh yeah.
What?
It gets weird. Just what?
You'll know once you see it.
Yeah, you'll know.
It gets kind of funny.
It's instead of the Council of Reeds, it's the Council of Shredders.
The Council of Shredders.
Pretty much. And much like the Council of Reed, they are both equally useless.
So, what was I gonna say? Wait, so what was I guess then I have to ask, like, is that like what, like, was like the alien stuff like the highlight for you for these seasons? And then like
I remember enjoying a lot of the smaller episodes. The alien stuff was really fun. The top, I think I really like season 3. Season 2, not as. I think season 2 was the weakest season so far.
Oh, okay.
Season 3 had a lot of good stuff though. I like it that Shredder just had a rocket under his building.
Yeah, just had a rocket. Oh, what was I gonna say? Alright. Is there anything else though you want to say about season 2 and 3 though, Matchstick?
Nah, it was fun.
It was fun?
Not too much. Just more turtles.
Ah. You're gonna continue on to the others? You're gonna watch all the other seasons too?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I think
Alright, not.
Hold on, if I remember right, season 4, like, doesn't, like, one of the turtles have, like, PTSD or something like that?
Yeah, Leonardo has PTSD.
Oh, yeah, Leo gets PTSD. It's like, oh. So, yeah.
It gets so mean. It's like, we failed because you all are useless. You're useless.
I don't remember that part.
Shut up, Leo.
I don't remember that part. I just remember one of the turtles had, like, PTSD. So, alright.
So you guys, I got more Yasuke news.
What?
Okay.
Well, Assassin's Creed Shadows news, but not related to, kind of related to Yasuke. They sorry.
No, I said I'll be back. I'll be back.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, apparently they copied, the sword, the Yasuke sword from One Piece. It's just Zoro's sword.
Wait, really? They just have hold on, I'm looking this up right now. I'm gonna look this up right now. Assassin's Creed Shadow sword. I'm looking this up right now. Okay.
What do you mean? Like they copied the hilt? Like what design part of the sword design?
I'm looking this up right now. Okay, so this is from the gamer. I guess I could show this on stream too. Fuck it. So this is from the gamer. Assassin's Creed Shadow is accused of plagiarizing Zoro's sword from One Piece. Wait, hold on. Highlight section. Just days after being accused of stealing a flag from a Japanese historical reenactment group. What?
All it tells you they've just been looking up online. They've been using either AI or they've just been looking online for their references.
So just days before this, apparently they plagiarized a reenactment group's flag. Okay. So they spot a replica sword and base that bear a 1-to-1 resemblance of the Zoro's own weapons and can be purchased online as a prop. These props were passed off as weapons of Yasuke and so the real life person. Like okay, well yeah, but still that's a wait, hold on. I don't know what this is. So they got the sword. I don't understand. Speak English. So okay, so you're a repurposed Zoro sword. So there's striking resemblance to Zoro, who uses his sword. No sword showcased in photos can actually be purchased online. More so, it's officially marketed as a replica of Zoro's own weapon. That's amazing. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. That's beautiful. So what's more is the display base the sword is resting on is a 1-to-1 of a base for Zoro's blade. Much like the replica sword, the base can also be purchased online. The kanji etched into the base that Ubisoft is utilizing are the same characters that the replica has. So the kanji itself, like the letters on the base itself, is just saying, like, it's just saying like whatever the One Piece stuff has. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so now, they got a key. Hold on, I want to know about the fucking flag shit though. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me look that up. The flag thing. Let me see this.
I'm back. Are we talking about Zoro's sword?
Yeah, we're talking about Zoro's sword, and I also learned apparently they plagiarized a flag or some shit from a reenactment group. I'm looking that up right now. Okay, here we go. Fuck it. Fuck it. IGN, whatever. I don't care. It doesn't matter. IGN, tell me. So, Ubisoft. Oh no, they apologized! So they just straight up admitted! No, don't apologize! Otherwise, you're just admitting you did it! Oh my gosh! Once you apologize, you just straight up tell the world, yeah, we did it. We plagiarized. Oh. So, apologies for using a flag from Japanese historical reenactment group in artwork for Assassin's Creed Shadows. Is this a link to the artwork, or no? It's just the game itself. As reported. Oh, okay. So concept. With historical reenactment group's flag. Wow. Oh, awesome. People hanging themselves. Very cool. Okay. Okay. And there's the circle flag right there. And then apparently. That's amazing. Ubisoft apologized and said it will no longer use the associated artwork, with one exception: the presumably already printed physical art book. So this is just concept art. So this is just concept art. That doesn't mean they're gonna actually officially say they're gonna use that in game, but it could. But it could also, again, it could be in their art book. So that is an official product they've released using this group's flag without their permission, and they apologize for it. This is amazing. Wow. These game companies, they just keep giving, not in a good way. Wow. Wow. That's amazing. This is beautiful. Thank you, Ubisoft. And of course, you're not gonna lower your $130 premium bonus ultimate edition package, because why would you? Okay. Wow. That's amazing. That's just wonderful. Remember, guys, for $130 you can get the base game plus some pre-order bonuses, which is just skins, and a season pass, which is just skins and probably exclusive ass missions, and then 3-day early access. Whoa! And an ultimate pack, which is just skins. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. Thank you, Ubisoft. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Alright. Wow. Alright. Reminder, there is legit reasons to hate Ubisoft, just not Yasuke. I mean, you don't...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean... They played hip-hop music.
Sorry, but
trailer. This has a bit of racism.
Well, you could play.
Yeah, it's like
you could be Ridley Scott and play hip hop music for Gladiator. So, so there's that.
Hip hop by itself, it's fine. Okay, and black people enjoy hip hop.
I like.
It's not like it's not like racism to say that, but it does come off as racist when you put it. You put it in a game where it's supposed to be historical, in some sense.
It's even more racist to claim that hip hop is the music where all Japanese people, all black people throughout history listen, will have a hip hop soundtrack behind them.
Where's the jazz music? Where's our jazz music and historical stuff? Why does it have to be hip hop? Get some smooth jazz. You like jazz? But I could go even further. You like smooth jazz?
Then they rub salt in the wounds by Killmonger thing, where where they added like traditional instruments to the hip hop.
Like I don't mind that. Like when I heard that, I thought, oh, they did Street Fighter 6. Like because Street Fighter 6 soundtrack does feel like like they were trying to go for a more urban feel with their game. Like modern urban. And you still feel like the flavor of each of the countries in each of the soundtracks. Like it's like, so it's a good soundtrack, but not in a historical Japanese game when it's contrasted with actual historical sounding Japanese music.
It's too much. Hello, fellow kids.
Hello, fellow kids. How do you do, fellow kids? We are hip with the kids. This is what you kids like, right? The hip and the hop. Ooh.
It's like you're playing a Roman game, right? And they decided to put in not a Roman. No, let's do 1600s European game. Yeah. 1600 European in England, and you have like one of the characters that you get to play is a woman from Japan visiting England during Victorian times. No, Elizabethan times.
Okay.
Which happened, by the way. Yeah, there was Japanese emissaries who visited Elizabeth, England. So, president. And then, when it's time to have her own battle theme, this song plays in the background. You play from Marine and Kobo.
From Marine and Kobo.
Yeah, Japanese.
It's Japanese.
You just throw it.
It's Japanese, so it's gotta be accurate. Of course. Genius.
They're clearly into idol music about.
Of course. Genius. Why didn't we think of this before? Or
in the Yasuke anime, a game that would have been better if it's totally historical. They decided to throw in mechs that didn't serve a purpose. It's just part of the world.
I mean, mechs are cool.
Even though, yeah, it's cool, but again, it's cool. But in terms of the story that we're trying to tell, it made no sense.
Yeah.
They also, by the way, they also had a hip hop intro song. On that anime, like it like Hollywood and Western game companies can't think of another genre other than hip hop when they have a black character. Even though they invented, I don't know, jazz.
You like jazz? And this is, but I can go even further. You like smooth jazz? Yeah, it's a minute, yeah. It is, how you do, kids. So, I guess then all I could say to that is, Shogun's not dead at all, right? Not?
No.
No. Alright. No. Alright, so what is Shogun?
So it is a historical fictional story written, the show is a 2024 adaptation of a 1975 novel written by James Carville.
I really need to see this show. Like, I heard nothing but good things about it.
Yes, I'm going to say I'm not going to say a lot of things about it because it's still new, and I want a lot of people to watch.
Okay.
I want a lot of people, but it's what do you call it? It is basic. What do you call it? Is sort of the third book of his Asia, like his Asian saga.
Oh, it's his third book.
Yes.
Oh.
James Carville had a whole series called the Asian Saga, which kind of explores Europe's relationship, like Europe's historical relationships with some of Asia. Like there's a book in the saga about Hong Kong. There's another book in the saga about that took place in the quote unquote modern day for Iran.
Huh. Okay.
So, but in general, we got Shogun. Is the story loosely based on William Adam, where we follow John Blackthorne, a English sailor on a Dutch ship called the Erasmus, whose goal was to go into the direction of the New World, to plunder any sort of Portuguese or Spanish settlement on behalf of the Queen's English and her allies. While they do this, they are to find an island in the Pacific that Portugal has complete economic and cultural supposed control over. The island nation of Japan's.
All right.
This expedition consisted of 5 ships. Now it's just one. And this one is really badly damaged, and everyone has scurvy. And
not a good time.
And everyone except John kind of is just of the belief, we're just going to die here and see. Like there is no, we're never gonna find this fantasy island that the Portugal claim they have found. Man, I can't believe I forgot this rudder we stole from them is just nonsense that they just used to trick us.
Okay.
But then, as the Japanese would call it, fate came a knocking, and here the Erasmus, nearly on her last legs, landed right onto the Izu prefecture. Well, the Izu province, now the Shizuoka prefecture.
Okay.
And into the hands of a lord that serves Yoshi Toranaga, who is a pastiche for Tokugawa Ieyasu. And in this strange yet interesting land, along with only his sailor wits and his Protestantism to guide him, Blackthorn will forge a friendship with Toranaga, and inadvertently crown him shogun.
Huh. Okay. Sounds like an interesting premise.
So Shogun, as I've said, it was a book from 1975. I have read the book. I love the book. It's great. It was previously adapted into a mini-series in 1980s. I love the mini-series. It's great. And then recently, it got adapted to this, a TV series in 2024. I want to mention really quick. The miniseries is unique in that it's one of the first. Well, it is the first, and I think mainly only American program to be set entirely within Japan.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
And they use a lot of Japanese actors, right?
Yes. They use a lot of actors who are well known for, well known for samurai movies. Namely, Toranaga was played by Toshihiro Mifune. So, what better actor to get than Kurosawa's best.
Yeah. So my question. So in terms of, not to go into detail, but how much history does it cover? Like, is the climax Battle of Sekigahara?
So, I guess it's good to mention this. So the book and the miniseries, the climax really is the Battle of Sekigahara. After the battle is done, that's where the novel ends.
What's so significant about this battle?
That is essentially the last major battle of the Sekkoku Jida. There are some sieges that happen afterwards, but this is the last climactic battle that solidified the Tokugawa as the rulers of Japan.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, no, sorry. I was just trying to think where I can launch off from. So, as such, one of the thing that I love about Shogun is James Carville kind of describes it as he described a lot of the books in the Asian saga, in his Asian saga, as sort of a Western's experience when it comes to these countries, and that is partly what Shogun is. And that's partly the drive of Shogun is this like seeing the wonder of Japan, of Japan through through the eyes of an outsider, where Blackthorn was kind of portrayed originally as just I'm serving a mission from Her Majesty. I'm going to bring back Spanish gold with me, and we shall we shall set those papal bastards aflame. And then, like, reaching Japan, and the more and more he gets to interact with the people, is creating this love. Blackthorn becomes the first weeaboo.
Yeah,
It becomes the first weeaboo.
like official weeaboo, especially in England.
Okay, so we got our first weeaboo.
So, like, a lot of Shogun, the way I'd like to describe it is it's structured sort of like a fantasy novel, not in content, but just like I said, in structure.
I can understand, like, especially I'm assuming it's more like the Game of Thrones, like compared to Lord of the Rings.
Sort of. The newer series kind of focuses a lot more on the politics, because the book and the miniseries focus a lot more on just Blackthorn's experiences and his friendship with both Toranaga and his budding relationship with the translator Marika. So like the series, so the 2024 series does have those tones of Game of Thrones in them, but it's still very faithful to the book. In that, like, Toranaga, like, so the reason a lot of the names are kind of changed from history is because Carvel wanted to create a sense of historical deniability.
Makes sense.
Because you know who these, like, if you were aware of history, you would know who these characters are based off of. But he still wanted to give the flexibility to give them give them personalities without having to stick as close to how you would imagine the people would be in real life. So
yeah, like the closest to a modern example I brought, Martin Scorsese made a film called Casino, and the events of Casino did happen in real life, but all the names are changed.
Okay.
So like but if you know the names of who the people they're playing, that's like kind of, you have like a layer of fun added on top too of what's gonna happen next, knowing that this is based on something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the famous blueberry scenes actually happen.
So like a lot. So essentially to create deniability, to where, you know, Blackthorn could have could take place in the events of Adams, but you can have him partaking this character of this man who never imagined a life outside of England, kind of being amazed and appreciating the beauty of this land. And then you can have Toranaga, who, regardless of your opinion on Tokugawa as a person, Toranaga could be the idea of what we imagine a samurai to be. Like Toranaga, like Shogun in general, was one of the first pieces that kind of made people interested in Japan, like made American audiences interested in Japan. Several years after the war, so like before we really got to see, we got to know like the films of Akira Kurosawa and a lot of those works. The Toranaga's depiction is what what Americans would imagine a samurai just being. This noble man who is besieged on all sides by his foes, and who will, brave through it with his honor and his cunning. So that's Toranaga. Toranaga is just a stand-up guy.
What a lad.
In history, Tokugawa did have plans to become shogun, but Toranaga, he's the honorable sort. He wants to stick to his quote unquote buddy's wishes. So to mention the show, the cast. So Toranaga is played by Hiroyuki Sanada.
Let's go.
Who I see him in things more than I see Ken Watanabe, so I'm kind of convinced he's.
Maybe once Ken Watanabe's character died in Godzilla, everyone just thought, oh, I guess we can't use him anymore. People are just gonna assume he's dead for real. Why can't we use Ken Watanabe for this show? He died. Godzilla killed him. Remember? Oh yeah.
Off topic. I have a great joke.
Okay.
Completely off topic. I found this and I have great. Okay. All right. So, no matter what the husband does, his wife never achieves orgasm.
Oh, off to a great start. Okay.
Since a Jewish wife is entitled to sexual pleasure, they decide to consult their rabbi. The rabbi listens to their story, strokes his beard, and makes the following suggestion. Hire a strapping young man where the two of you are making love. Have the young man wave a towel over you. That will help your wife fantasize and should bring her to orgasm. They go home and follow the rabbi's advice. They hire a handsome young man, and he waves a towel over them while they make love. It doesn't work out, and the wife is still unsatisfied. Perplexed, they go back to the rabbi. Okay, he says to the husband, let's try it reverse. Have the young man make love to your wife, and you wave the towel over them. They go home and hire a strapping young man. The young man gets into bed with the wife, and the husband waves the towel. The young man gets to work and with great enthusiasm, and the wife soon has an enormous, room-shaking, ear-splitting, screaming orgasm. The husband smiles, looks at the young man, and says to him triumphantly, you see, you young schmuck, that's how you wave a towel.
I like how as soon as you start mentioning the rabbi, you start using the Mort voice.
It wasn't directly my Mort voice, but you could almost hear the roots of it coming from it.
As soon as a rabbi got involved, all of a sudden, oh no, there's an angry mob. I gotta get out of here.
Oh Alright, so back to Japan.
Oh my god, yeah, so, what were you saying, Not?
So Hiroyuki Sanada, he plays Toranaga, and this is technically the first this marks the first time he's ever produced anything.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
he was given a producer role. He kind of felt anxious about it because it's like, of course, he's like he kind of feels like he was doing a lot of everything off the fly, but then as he went on, he just sort of fell into it, and he kind of wants to do more like producer work. He Sonata is a lot Sonata was the biggest advocate to we have this show in Japan. We're going to make it even more Japan. Because the 80s miniseries didn't do terribly well in Japan. Well, most of that you can blame on the fact that NHK made dramas around the same time of just like of those similar periods around like the Sengoku Jidai. You got that. Why do you need to see an American version of something we already got at home? So, Sonata wants to keep. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. We're gonna keep this. Accurate to Japanese. Which yes, he's gonna continue on being a producer on to the second season.
Good. Okay.
I also want to mention I think this is the first time I've seen the John Blackthorne is played by Cosmo Jarvis in this. This is the first time I've seen Cosmo Jarvis, but like what a voice on this man. Like he's got sort of the curly hair thing going on, but it's like this man's got the boom. The boom in his face. I really like him as John Blackthorne. He can't be. For me, it's hard to top. It's hard to top. Richard Chamberlain, but that's just because I know Richard Chamberlain more.
Okay.
But to end this off, because I don't want to really say any spoilers about the show, because all of Shogun, I want everyone to the novel, the mini series, if you can, this series. I want everyone listening to experience all three, because it is a treat. I want to take this moment, Chingus, to basically just describe the history of Shogun, like just
okay,
the eternal sort of history of what the show is based on. So the West, in the West. Oh, is someone coming into your room?
No, I just bought my mic because I'm struggling with a piece of plastic.
So mind if I do? Does it start with Hideyoshi?
we could. Well, I'm gonna get into the West first because I'm gonna describe. I'm gonna describe. I am going to describe sort of Adam's part.
Okay. The West as in Europe. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So, Chengiz, we're getting into another conflict with Spain.
Oh.
Well, we as in England.
Let's go. More Spanish stuff. Huzzah.
Because and this conflict is brewing over the Netherlands because Spanish controls the Netherlands.
My ancestors.
Damn.
The
Spanish
Duke. Actually, it was technically it was the opposite way around. The Duke of the Netherlands, Philip Habsburg, married the Queen of Spain, and their child, Charles V, became Holy Roman and inherited Austria.
Oh, okay. All right.
And Charles V broke apart his empire, so the western half of it went to the King of Spain, which included the Netherlands.
Okay.
So Chengiz, the 80 years war is about to begin because a lot of the Netherlands, including Dutch, want they want their independence. Not only do they want their independence, they want their they want the freedom to trade without Spanish oversight. They also
Orange man good.
He's Orange Man as in William of Orange.
The Orange family were the leading family in the Netherlands.
Okay.
And the Orange Man good.
So, and also Belgium, Belgium, Dutch, all that. They don't want to take any orders from the papacy anymore. And Spain doesn't like that because they're uber turbo Catholic.
They made the Inquisitions.
They are the Catholic. They are known as the Catholic monarchy.
No one expects the Inquisition.
So England sends her Armada. Just 70 years later, they had their Reformation. Now they're proud Protestants.
Let's go.
They send their Armada to go help the Belgium. While this is happening, it's a company referred to as the Vorp Combinage.
Okay.
I'm sorry, my tongue was never meant to speak Dutch, a Dutch language, a language from the Netherlands. So you're gonna have to...
All right, it's fine.
So a company, which in yes, the for Combinage is a company is the predecessor to the Dutch East India Company.
Those guys.
So, oh my God, Adam is a navigator under Sir Francis Drake. He is tasked to be on a trading ship under the leadership of Jacob Quakernock. Names are fun. Names are fun.
They are fun. Okay.
Like I think it's Quakernock.
All right.
Jacob Quake. Aboard the Mira. To sail into the New World. Also finding that Japan under Portuguese trade. And there we get into the East, or getting into the waning moments of the Azuchi Momoyama period.
Okay.
Toyotomi Hideyoshi, one of Oda's trusted generals after he passed away, is also like dying of natural causes.
Oh.
Yeah, so so are you talking about Hideyoshi?
Yes, Toyotomi.
Yeah. Okay. So, or otherwise known as Hideyoshi. So the context here is that Oda gets backstabbed and dies, assassinated by Kichi.
Oh.
Like that's the whole rebellion. Like.
Okay. What a shame.
It wasn't even a battle. It was a straight up assassination. He was just getting out of bed. All that.
Ah, I see.
Whole stuff.
What a
and
what
not
a shame.
Not only did he die, his sons died.
Oh, so it's just an all around bad time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all of the plans of unifying Japan seems to be going out the window. But then Hideyoshi, who was the top general at the time, took over.
Okay.
Tokugawa Ieyasu, is an independent daimyo who's loyal to the Oda clan and also the Toyotomi clan.
Alright.
But they did fight at one point. Basically, a stalemate happened.
Ah, okay.
So Toyotomi took over, and what he decided after successfully unifying Japan, he decides we need to now expand. We need to make a great empire.
Korea, let's go.
Korea,
let's go, Korea. Which would have worked. It would have worked. One problem.
Oh.
One man screwed him over. Admiral. What's the name of the guy? Admiral Yin.
Okay. What does Yin guy do?
Hold on. Korean.
Let's go. My
He
my
is basically
ancestors.
the most. He is the most famous. Admiral Yi. He is the most famous Korean hero who is arguably one of the greatest naval military minds in history.
Really? Oh.
He pretty much single-handedly
let's go.
Saved Korea from Japanese control.
Let's go. Korea. I mean, Korea's got a huge NTR problem right now, but that's our current problem. Back then, let's go. All right.
Unfortunately, Yi died defeating the Japanese in this war.
Oh.
But because of this, it was basically Toyotomi's Vietnam.
Oh.
It was a money sink.
Ah. But did the Japanese sabotage their own weapons?
No. it's just the Japanese bit off more than they could chew, because they like because getting over to Korea wasn't an issue, but Korea has a better navy than Japan did.
Okay.
But they could have won. It's just it was because this is really a case of a great man theory. I know historians don't like using that, but yeah, if Admiral Yi wasn't there, the system of Korea in their leadership was generally horrible and petty to each other.
Oh,
like Yi was actually a top general who got demoted over pettiness.
Oh, this
to soldier.
Well.
Twice. He's like an anime.
Back.
If you look up his story, he's basically a shonen anime protagonist, where at certain points the author realized, oh, he's way too powerful. So I need to depower him.
Oh. This sounds kind of okay to me. Forgive my ignorance. This kind of sounds similar to when you were telling me about how in World War II the Japanese command, they would just fucking hate each other and sabotage each other.
Oh yeah, it's so common. It is so common in history. When you do these big coalitions, and you're gonna have rivalries, like when you look at the Civil War, for example, the reason why the Union is thought to have not as good generals, it's not because they didn't have competent generals. It's just that there was a lot of political infighting in the eastern side that had very different approaches to how to deal with the Confederacy problem.
Fuck you, Grant.
And
I'm gonna do my own thing.
Well, Grant was not even in charge. He was still a low general in the Western Front. Everybody essentially viewed the West, the Western Front, as the sideshow.
Oh.
Even though they basically enacted the plan of the first Union general, who got quickly sacked because people thought his plan was stupid.
All right.
He was ahead of his time.
He was ahead of his time.
Because essentially what he decided he did was okay, here's the plan. We're going to cut off the Confederacy supply lines so they don't get any food or any resources. Then we need to take the Mississippi River that splits it in two. We conquer that, and then we'll just tighten it further and further. Put pressure on the Confederacy with our armies.
It's getting late.
Oh, okay.
I gotta head out.
Have a good
You
night.
guys have a good night.
Have a good night.
Yeah, good night. Essentially all that. And then everybody laughed at him because they thought the Civil War was going to last about a week. And he said, "Oh, this will all take about 3 years."
It's gonna blow over. Don't worry about that. Wow.
It took 4 years.
Yeah, it's
partly because they were haphazardly following the plan.
Yeah, wasn't American Civil War our bloodiest war?
Yes.
So.
On our soil.
On our soil, but still, all that bloodshed could have been prevented if they just listened to that guy.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's so Hideyoshi dies. Dies, and in this vacuum is where Tokugawa Ieyasu, aka Toranaga?
Toranaga, yeah.
Toranaga.
Yeah, Toranaga.
He fills in the gap.
He enters the scene.
So,
and the history is to assert his control over Japan to become the actual ruler of Japan, or shogun. Shogun is a military ruler.
So Chinggis, so the reason Toyotomi couldn't become shogun, he was
he grew up poor.
he was Kampaku. He was Kompaku, and then he retired as Taiko. But yeah, just like Ninjata said, he was a peasant. Oda, like, funny enough, like again, like the like those funny Japanese and their fate. Oda recruited Toyotomi during a night raid where he sent 2,000 strong men against 25,000 drunk men in what is referred to as I think the Battle of Okehazama.
Okay. So he fought a bunch of drunk dudes. All right.
But it's more appropriate to call it the massacre of Okehazama.
Oh, they just slaughtered a bunch of drunk dudes. Oh my gosh.
Yes, because Toyotomi, serving under the Imagawas, kind of saw the winds shifting and pledged his allegiance to Oda by helping him get rid of the Imagawa's influence on Okehazama, which Oda paid in kind by allowing him to be adopted within the, I think it was the he was adopted, I think, in
Are you talking about Toyotomi?
Yeah, so he
became a general very quickly.
Okay.
Because Oda during this period where social mobility was like very loose, Oda was very much into social mobility. Like he would just promote people based on merit.
So Toya he sees this Ashigaru, this peasant, help him against one of his first major foes, and it's like, you, my sir, you're a general now.
All right, let's go. I'm a general.
Oh, okay. Okehazama was also a place where he'll or another pivotal member of this trio gets introduced. Because under hostage by Imagawa Yoshimoto.
Okay.
Is Tokugawa Ieyasu. He started out as a hostage of the Oda clan.
He was the hostage of Imagawa.
Imagawa. He had ties to the Oda clan very early on.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because his we got Tokugawa, his his lineage leads back to the sorry, because I often get the show confused, because in the show they call him the Minowari, but something else in history. His ancestry goes back to one of the first clans that helped establish.
It's like Minamoto or the Taira.
Minamoto, thank you. Yes, the one of the clans that helped establish one of the earliest shogunates. After when the emperor advocated his position.
Okay.
So Tokugawa, you got the three boys, the three great unifiers. Two dead. Now it just leaves one.
And essentially the conflict is over. Toyotomi has a son who's 7 years old.
Oh, today.
And the title of Shogun would normally be hereditary.
Oh.
So the son would have gotten the title of Shogun because he was born from a samurai lord.
But he was young when Toyotomi passed, so he could not ascend to shogunate. To shogun until
essentially what would have happened was that there would have been a regent and he would have had the power behind the throne.
Right.
And
the way you were leading up to, I thought they were gonna kill a 7-year-old kid. It's like, damn.
The 7-year-old kid will die.
Oh, okay.
But decades later, it takes a while.
Oh, okay. He's just not gonna be a kid when he dies. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna die. Okay. Ieyasu's gonna kill him.
But not as a kid. Okay. See, it's okay to kill if you're an adult, but when you're a kid, then now we've come to quite a conundrum.
Look, this is a feudal Japan. They don't care about things called not killing kids, if it means you don't have power.
Oh, whoops! Hold on. I accidentally clicked my PNG thing and it disappeared for a second there. My bad. Don't worry, we're good. Remember, it's okay to kill adults, but when it comes to children, that's where you cross a line.
It's like the regions just felt no need because it was a child, so they could just be like, okay, so we're going to pretend to work together, quote unquote, or we're just going to we're just going to try to make sure that we push out all the others so that we could be the ones on top.
Oh,
their number one person on the list that they go, he cannot have power, is Tokugawa Ieyasu.
Not only was he, not only did he serve under Oda, he's also his lineage extends far back.
Oh.
He was also the only samurai lord that kept on benefiting from the unifier period, because the way the unifiers unified, a whole bunch of lords got just killed. A huge portion of the nobility died.
Oh, okay.
And all their lands was given to other lords, and guess who benefited?
Ah, I see. Oh, I love political infighting and conspiracy and all that shit. Alright. Okay. So I'm assuming they were able to succeed with that plan?
No.
No?
James,
that's the battle of Sekigahara.
Oh. Yes. Oh, so that guy you were talking about, he's just OP?
Yes. Tokugawa's. Sorry.
Tokugawa Ieyasu is viewed as one of the greatest rulers of Japan.
Really?
Go ahead. Sorry.
He is.
You call Yasuke an anime protagonist. This guy screams anime protagonist. It's like...
Well, same with Oda. Oda is an anime protagonist. Yasuke could be in. There's a bunch of people in samurai history that you could.
They're just anime protagonists. The world is plotting against them, and they end up becoming a total badass.
It's literally the world of the Sengoku Jedi. Okay, this is the final arc of this whole saga of. Every anime protagonist that have survived up to this point is gonna fight in this big epic battle.
Okay.
Meanwhile, there's political shenanigans going on where both sides are trying to appeal to samurai lords, not only on their sphere of influence, where Ieyasu is the Eastern Army, and then his opponents is in the West, but also they're trying to convince the lords on the other side to switch sides to them.
Oh.
So that they can have a tactical advantage. And what happened about Sekigahara is that some lords from the Western Army switched to Ieyasu's.
Okay. This is great. This is the series. So you're saying this is the season finale.
No, this is the series finale.
The series finale. Okay.
Oh no! I was gonna mention he takes it all after Sekigahara. He takes it all. And now he tells stupid old Kyoto, Kyoto, you can go to hell, because the new capital is going to be this small village that I put my castle onto, Edo. Cengiz? Do you know what Edo later turns into?
Is that Tokyo?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh.
Fucking weebs.
Hey, it's the weeb time.
You like Transformers Unicron trilogy, Nick? That makes you a weeb yourself.
Yes, but I like Beast Wars more, so it doesn't count.
Transformers is based on Diaclone.
Yeah, but Beast Wars doesn't. Yeah, but Beast Wars had original molds.
So Beast Wars is superior because Takara wasn't involved. It was just Kenner.
Exactly.
Okay, I see.
You're really gonna deny that Beast Wars is not peak Cengiz? Wow.
No. I just like anime.
You really just commit it yourself. Wow. How could you?
I just like animated a little bit more. That's all, just a bit more.
That's also based, but still.
And plus, you know what? Derek was worked on Teen Titans and Transformers anime, very much inspired by Japanese stuff. So
yeah, but it was an American cartoon.
But still, you could argue liking animated.
It was set in Detroit.
And plus, this isn't anime. This is samurai history. This is real. This what happened in the past, so it's 10 times cooler.
Also, Nick, anime is a work of fiction, and Transformers anime is a work of fiction because there's no way Detroit would be fucking fixed up with a robot revolution like that. Hell no.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do. We've tried how many times to revive Detroit?
Yeah, but Chase, you know what what's missing?
What?
Megatron.
All right,
you heard that right, folks. This was just a very elaborate Megatron command.
Okay. So what happened afterwards? When all of the dust settled.
the Tokugawa shogunate is established. Ieyasu is shogun for 2 years because he kind of realized, I want to have the power, but like I don't want to do all this pageantry. So he allows.
And plus, he was getting up there in years too.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
He allows his son to safely transition, while he was really telling his son what to do behind the scenes.
Yeah, he was retired, but he was constantly having calls with his son just to make sure his son doesn't do anything stupid.
It's a Godfather moment, Marlon Brando. He steps down, but he's still, he's the consort to Al Pacino.
Yeah.
All right.
He's there just to make sure that the government is going fine, and also to take care of one more problem. Well, a couple more. First, the Catholics have to be taken care of because they supported the Western Allies, and also they're Catholic. They're foreigners. No foreigners allowed.
Oh, right, the whole foreigner stuff. Yeah. Okay.
My best friend Adams. I'm joking, of course, but my best friend Adams told me you Portuguese were terrible because you were Catholic, and he was Protestant. So I'm gonna have to subjugate you. Bye.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, how about Protestant? No. So what about this Protestant thing? And Adams is like, no, we don't care.
We don't care. It's the Catholics.
We only care about trade.
All right.
Yeah, that's one of the problems with Protestants at this time period is that not very fond of spreading the gospel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they were a bit more. They were more secularists.
All right. So.
But also he had to take care of one more thing. He still got that kid that he needs to kill.
Oh, okay. So this really is just an anime series. It's like, all right, we got the time skip, but then the kid he let go years ago. He's got to take care of one last duel. That's amazing.
Yeah. So. To end it off in 1614 is thought to be 1615 is thought to be the actual end of the Sengoku Jidai, because that's when they put Osaka Castle under siege.
And that's when the Shimabara rebellion.
That other Christian rebellion.
There's another Christian rebellion.
The big one.
Oh, the other one was just a preamble. This is the big one. Okay. All right then.
And it was at this the Tokugawa came out on top, and Toyotomi committed seppuku.
Oh, okay.
Well, that castle is about to be burnt down.
Who cut his head off?
I don't know.
We don't care about a second. He's insignificant. All we have to know is the main guy. He's dead. All right.
Yeah, I'm just looking over just to make sure if it was seppuku.
Okay.
Yeah, it was seppuku. He committed it alongside his mother.
Oh, well. No,
I just saw some funny off topic. Something off topic. This one
almost.
If you know what I'm getting, you'll laugh. Okay, 3 words. Flowers for sludge.
Oh my gosh, why? Oh my gosh, Nick, but you know what, Nick? That's not that funny. Do you know how that story? Do you know how Fires of Algernon ended?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right. So that basically would, if there was like a Shogun season 2, that it would probably end right there, because after that, Ieyasu the kind of set up a bureaucracy, because of course you have to do that.
Well, they said they were gonna do 3 seasons.
Yeah, like I'm kind of
cautious.
I'm kind of cautious about like them continuing, because season 2 is ramping up to, because season 1 is set up the Battle of Sekigahara, and season 2 like we will see like all the bloody details. But they announced season 3. I'm like, well,
so you're doing Osaka Castle in season 3. So okay.
Most likely, yes.
Okay.
And then it would probably last. It will last. The final scene would probably be his death, dying of old age.
Okay.
That'd be fitting, yes.
Yeah, leaving a perfect, in his view, the perfect Japan, free from foreigners, perfectly isolated. Well, except for that man-made island we put in Nagasaki.
All right.
Yes, they made a man-made island so that foreigners can trade. Only the Dutch can trade in.
Only the Dutch can trade in it. Okay.
Yeah. And it was like that for 200 years until the Americans showed up.
It's me, Commodore Perry.
Oh, okay.
I got gun
and I'm on boats with guns. You better give me.
Okay.
You better trade with us.
You better trade with us, or else.
Which would lead into my favorite period of Japanese history. And also the period that would be covered in Like a Dragon Inshin.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh, why didn't you say? Okay, now you have my. It's like you had my attention. Now you got my erection. It's like,
yes.
Oh, Like a Dragon. Let's go.
Yeah, Like a Dragon. So as soon as you're done with 5 and we do Like a Dragon Inshin, I'm also hoping to do. I'm trying to find a history book on what is called the Boshin War. Or like the Meiji Restoration. I can't find anything right now on Audible for audiobooks, but.
Oh, okay.
But essentially, it's about the fall of the samurai.
The Bakumitsu.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Kiryu, you gotta overthrow the samurai. Well, I'm sorry. Kiryu's not a Kiryu. Well, it's Kiryu playing a historical figure.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, I do need to finish 5. I'll get to it. We're gonna finish 5. Yakuza 5 is just it's gonna be just a bit longer. Admittedly, just gonna say it now. I think next week might be a little lighter on the streams. Just for a couple of reasons. So, but
brother,
I don't want to talk about I've said stuff about it, but I don't really want to explore too much about interpersonal relationships going on stream. So
but like what I'm looking forward to playing through that game, actually, because Meiji Restoration is an awesome time period because it's the period where Japan becomes Imperial Japan. So that's the sad part. It becomes Imperial Japan. But
are
the
you
cool
saying
part
Kiryu
is,
led to damn war crimes in World War II? No, my boy, why?
yeah.
Oh no, Kiryu, how could you? Oh man, that's a shame. Okay then. I was like, yeah, let's go. Kiryu with a sword. Wait, I have to ask. In Ishin, because it's technically like not Kiryu, does that mean Kiryu does? Well, I guess not Kiryu does kill people in that game.
Yes. Because he also becomes part of the Shinzugumi.
Okay.
My favorite secret police.
Kiryu joins the secret police. Oh my gosh. You were already a Yakuza. How could you join the secret police too? Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I can't wait to get to Ishin. That's gonna be fun. I guess though, real quick though, since we've been going for like 3 hours now, we do need one more topic to talk about. So
Yeah.
I guess just to wrap things up.
Boosh.
And any last thoughts you have about Shogun? Not.
Try all three: the book, the miniseries, and the series if you can. They're all great.
Or read the history as well if you want.
That is true.
Because this is because this is the equivalent of 100 Years' War, like the period that Shogun covers, and even the African Samurai book that I reviewed. It's the period of history that people most think of when talking about Sengoku Jidai.
Okay.
And of like, you got like the modern samurai look with the armor, and you get all the cool cavalry, and this is also the Ashigaru. This is really awesome. There's a lot of cool stuff. By the way, I also learned from the African Samurai book, because I'm about to head to bed, so I'm just doing this fun fact. Horses' horseshoes were made of straw.
Really? Straw?
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, instead of metal horseshoes, they had straws.
Was it, like, better? Or did it just simply not, like...
Most likely because they didn't have the material.
Okay.
Because their metal was made with sand, essentially.
Ah, okay. Okay, so it's a different kind of metal. I see.
It is the reason why it's called, or it's sometimes kind of referred to as pig metal. Because
okay.
Yeah. There's a reason why they had to fold it like 7 times to make the katana.
Ah, okay. Alright then. Oh, my instruction booklet. Ooh.
Alright, I'm gonna head to bed. Have a good night, guys.
Alright, have a good night.
Night, man.
It's just the 3 of us. It's just the 3 of us. It's not the same as just the 2 of us. I don't like that song anymore. Alright. Also, is it me or did I just notice Nick seems slightly smaller than before? I never noticed that. I never really fixed your PNG. So like you just kind of shrunk over time throughout the stream. Hold on, I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna make you big again. Give me 1 second. Alright. Hold on, where are you? Where's your damn thing? OBS! There we go. Now you're bigger again. Okay. Alright. Well, I guess then we can move on now to last topic of the night. You know what? Screw Japan. We're gonna go. Oh, we're gonna travel forward in time to America. Yeah. America. So, yeah. So I watched Heat recently, earlier this week, and just gonna say it. Spoiler alert. It's great. Go watch it. It's a pretty damn good movie. So I ended up watching this movie because I've explained to you guys, not Nick, that I kind of got into this huge Wendigoon rabbit hole recently.
Yes, you did.
So I've just been watching a bunch of his stuff, and I ended up watching his video about the North Hollywood shootout. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. And then he mentioned the movie Heat. And then that was a movie that I've heard, like, in passing for a while now. Like, oh yeah, Heat, you know. Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Val Kilmer, before, you know, the whole thing happened with Val Kilmer. Though he is recovering, from what I heard. So let's go. That's what I've heard. Val Kilmer is recovering from the cancer, so let's go.
He's gotten better.
He's gotten better. Hell yeah. Let's go. So yeah, that's great that Val Kilmer's he's recovered significantly. So, but yeah, so I was like, oh wow, yeah, I remember this movie. Well, not remember. I've heard of this movie in passing. And it's like, oh yeah, you know, I might as well, you know, give it a shot, because like, Wendigoon didn't exactly say go watch it, but he just said it's interesting how this movie kind of skyrocketed in I guess like popularity, because when the movie came out, so spoiler alert, like the third act of the movie, which is like the big selling point of this movie, is the big bank robbery and the shootout that occurs afterwards, the bank robbery. And people criticize the movie, saying the shootout's unrealistic. There's no way that, you know, a shootout that big on that scale would ever occur with a robbery like that. And then was it 2 years? Not?
Yeah, 2 years later.
So 2 years later, the North Hollywood shootout happens, which essentially showed the world, no, what you know happened in the movie can occur in real life, essentially. And it's like, oh, well, shit. So I was like, you know what, so I was like, you know what, I'll give the movie a shot. Yeah, it's really good. I also want to say that what's also fascinating about this movie is, I guess, a little bit of film history. Not over with history. This is the second collaboration with De Niro and Pacino after Godfather Part 2. And I think this is also their first time they were on screen together, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this was a big deal, because, you know, Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, they became, you know, big names, especially, you know, because of movies like The Godfather. They, you know, that skyrocketed them into popularity. So like, oh my gosh, Robert De Niro and Al Pacino together? Whoa!
Did you know that, James, did you know that all the promotion actually highlighted that?
I mean, to be fair, I would too, because like they're big names. So like, yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, whoa! Like from like all the posters I've seen, like it's always, you know, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, and then there's Val Kilmer. But then it just kind of feels like, oh my gosh, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, oh my gosh! Oh yeah, Val Kilmer's in this movie too. It's like, oh yeah, that's right, Val Kilmer, he's in here too.
That little baby face Val, like he was in Tombstone 2 years before. Little baby Val Kilmer getting big Hollywood shot.
Yeah, so yeah, I was like, whoa. Oh yeah, John Voight and Danny Trejo are also in this movie. It's funny because Danny Trejo's character is just essentially Danny Trejo. Well, it's not, straight up Danny Trejo, but like his character is just literally just straight up just called Trejo. It's like oh, it's just Danny Trejo playing a different person, but with still the last name Trejo. So that's funny to me. Who else? There was also another. Who was
Tom Sizemore?
Not him. What was her name?
Ashley Judd. Ashley Judd.
I believe so. Ashley Judd. She was the one. No, wait. Who played the librarian again?
The librarian.
The one that Robert De Niro's character, ends up getting into a thing with her.
Amy Brennan.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, which is funny because when I first saw her, I thought for some reason initially I was like, I don't know why, my mind just oh, hold on. Wait, what's going on? Oh, hold on. My keyboard just started typing randomly, but then I realized it's because something was pressing on top of it. I was like, oh, what's going on? But for some reason, when I first saw Amy Brennan in the movie, I don't know why, my mind and for some reason jumped to, is that Natalie Portman?
Natalie Portman is in the movie.
She is, but I was like, wait, is that? I don't know, but for some reason my mind was like, wait, is that her? No, it can't be. Is it? But it's like, no, it's not Natalie Portman. She is in the movie though, but I don't remember her character in the movie. I don't think she was too big. I don't think so.
She was like the younger. Yeah, she was like the young kid. Because
she was Al Pacino's daughter. Well, stepdaughter. Okay. Okay. That's what it is. All right. That's why I was because I saw Amy Brennan. I was like, and my mind jumped to, wait, no, that's not Natalie Portman, is it? Or is it not? Wait.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, it's not. So
because a year prior, she had her breakout role in Leon the Professional. So yeah, literally little tiny baby Natalie Portman.
Yeah, was in the movie. She plays Al Pacino's stepdaughter. What I was gonna say, I went into this movie, with the mindset of, oh, it's gonna be, all about, that bank robbery, the big shootout, because that's the thing that everyone talks about, and that was the one thing, that again, that kind of skyrocketed the movie into, people's eyesight again after the whole North Hollywood shootout. So I was like, oh, it's gonna be, essentially, a big heist movie. It's not really. No, the bank robbery and heisting was kind of, slowly being built up throughout the movie, but it was never really, the big focus of the movie. The movie's actually more of a crime drama, if anything else, than a crime heist movie. So I was like, oh, I was kind of proven wrong. Yeah, but in a good way. Were you saying something, Not?
Oh, I was just gonna say, it's like, yeah, welcome to Michael Mann. You come in expecting crime and shootouts, and then you leave it's
Uh-huh.
relating to the struggles of cops.
cops and career criminals and all that. But really the whole point of the movie is not so much the crime itself the detective trying to figure out what's going on, but rather it's about how their careers being these criminals robbing trucks and banks and all that, and this detective trying to crack down on them, and how their job choices ends up affecting their relationships, both personal and professional. And it's especially the main focus with, well, the two breakout stars that this movie is always constantly advertising, Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. So Al Pacino plays the LAPD detective Vincent Hanna. I think he was a lieutenant. He was Lieutenant Vincent Hanna, and Al Pacino plays Neil McCauley, and basically the whole thing kind of just revolves less around this, like, again, I was sold on the idea like, oh, it's gonna be like a cat, like this like whole cat and mouse thing with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, and it sort of is. It is still there, but really it's just about how essentially that cat and mouse game affects their relationship and their lives. So I guess I'll talk a bit about Robert De Niro's character first, Neil McCauley. So Neil McCauley's whole character revolves around the idea that he doesn't really keep any real like strong relationships, because his whole mentality is basically, I forgot the like exact quote, but basically like oh, you gotta be ready to ditch everything you love and know in like 30 seconds if the heat's on you too much. Which basically means oh, if you're think you're gonna be like caught doing the crime, you're about to be like arrested, just ditch everything, get out. And like what about like a wife or something? Nah, leave her, ditch her. No, you 30 seconds, get out. So he's kind of always had that mentality. And then comes Amy Brennerman's character, the Edie, who's a librarian, and she ends up coming into Neil's life, and that kind of all of a sudden starts putting kind of being a roadblock in his whole idea there, because all of a sudden now, well, I kind of do like this girl. Shit, I don't really know if I'm gonna exactly want to just leave her in like 30 seconds tops. I don't know. Meanwhile, Al Pacino's character is Lieutenant Vincent Hanna, and his whole thing is how he's in, what is it, like his third marriage? I think
yeah, third marriage.
Yeah, so it's his third marriage, and already his third marriage is strained. He has a very strained relationship with his third wife, and he also is struggling to connect with his stepdaughter, which was again literal babyface Natalie Portman. And so Vincent Hanna's whole thing is he's trying to kind of be there, keep this relationship going, but then his job essentially just keeps interfering with that, with him forming strong connections with his new family. Meanwhile, again, Neil McCauley, all of a sudden now his whole thing about not having strong connections is all of a sudden thrown into a whole loop, because oh shit, I think I'm getting a strong connection with this this young lassie who's into me, and I think I'm into her. Well, damn, what are we gonna do about that? And then throughout the movie, again, that like there is somewhat of this cat and mouse game going on with Neil and Vincent Hanna, but that's not really the focus. It's more or less how that how the tracking down Neil McCauley and his gang and is going to affect Vincent Hanna's life, while how being essentially, having this constant pressure from Vincent Hanna is going to affect Neil's life and his personal philosophy about, just leaving everything 30 seconds flat. I don't really want to say too much about this movie because, kind of like not with Shogun, again, I think this is a movie that you just gotta watch. Like, I think you just gotta watch it. But again, like, the bank, like, they advertise, like, the big bank robbery. That's what, sells you, but then you go and it's like, it's not really about the bank robbery. In fact, the bank robbery was only, like, the first, like 10, 20 minutes of, like, the third act. And then afterwards, it's just everything that goes on afterwards. Val Kilmer's character also has a kind of an interesting thing going on. And again, everyone's character in this movie all revolves around the idea of how their lives, their professions, both legal and illegal, affect their relationships. So Val Kilmer's character, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember Val Kilmer's character's name, but so Val Kilmer's character, he's he's in somewhat of his own kind of struggling relationship because Val Kilmer, while he makes big bucks doing these bank robberies, he's a gambler. He's having a problem with his marriage because he literally just spends the money away gambling. So it's like, what happened to all your money, honey? I spent it all on gambling. So there's that going on, and then it's kind of a toxic marriage because like there's clearly not something really good going on there. But then towards like but then in the third act there's this really interesting twist that happens with Val Kilmer's character and his wife. Where basically like Val Kilmer's like like, is he gonna get caught? Is the wife gonna sell him out? And then what happens is kind of interesting, and it basically just kind of and basically it's a very interesting, like because like no relationship in this movie is like ever like straightforward. Everything's kind of complex, kind of strained. Like, everyone's kind of struggling in their own way. So, like, and then Val Kilmer's relationship with his wife is also interesting. It's also complex. You could argue a little toxic, but that's what kind of, makes it interesting. Because, like, if it's so toxic, why does she stick with Val Kilmer after all this time? So, especially with what happens in the third act. It's like, that's very interesting. She had an opportunity, and that's all I'm gonna say. And then also what happens at the finale with in the third, so in the like the final like few minutes of the movie, Robert De Niro's character Neil, he goes to essentially get revenge on the people who ratted out his whole bank operation. That's why the shootout happened in the first place. The shootout wasn't supposed to happen. Well, I mean, they brought guns because they were gonna be prepared, but it's mostly just to like intimidate the bank employees. But then the shootout wasn't really supposed to happen. Someone sold him out. Oh my gosh! So he goes to get revenge on the person who sold him out, and that kind of puts a whole strain on his like growing relationship with the librarian chick Edie. And what happens at the end with both Robert De Niro's character and Al Pacino's character is very interesting because the movie, after my initial watch through, I was like, so is the movie telling me like is it better to have these like strong connections or no? And then more thing about it's not really that. It's not that straightforward because like at the end of the movie, Al Pacino's like strained marriage isn't exactly repaired at the end of the movie. In fact, he just straight up tell his wife, I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh, were you saying something, Nod?
Yeah, like no, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't think this is gonna work. Which kind of shows like some relationships were never meant to last.
Mm-hmm.
As much as it is hard with Neil, as much as it's hard to try to have a relationship start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but that ending shot though, not with Neil, just lying there, and then his hand in Hana's, their hands, clasped together, with like in the night sky with like the airport lights, shining on them with like the silhouettes. That's a powerful shot, man.
So this is based on an actual true story.
Really?
Yes. Michael Mann's good friend, who was also a consultant on Manhunter. And also he was in Thief. Like he was a sergeant detective. Back on the force, because when he was still part of the LAPD, he was essentially Hannah. He was tracking down Neil McCulley. He tracked down like McCulley so much it started affecting his private life. And he kind of mentioned to Man how much he knew McCulley than he knew his wife. And like that last scene, of Hannah holding McCulley's hand. That's what he did. That's what Adamson did to McCulley when he died.
Oh. Wow. I did not know. That's crazy. Yeah, man. That final shot though. Yeah, that's powerful, man. I was already hooked on the movie. I was having a great time, but like that ending shot, was like, I don't know. That just kind of like sealed the deal for me. Like, yeah, this is great. This is fantastic. So, but yeah, I cannot recommend Heat enough. It is a fantastic movie. I don't want to talk too much more about it because again, I feel like this is a movie you just gotta watch. Were you saying something?
I was gonna say, so Chengiz, your state is famous for bank robberies.
Yeah.
Like at one time in a year and a month, a bank was robbed in LA at Waycut.
I think Wendigoon said like the statistic was like a bank was robbed like every 16 seconds or something like that.
Yes.
Which is crazy. It's like, oh my gosh. It's like at that point, like it's more than just a problem. It's like a plague at that point. It's crazy. Have those numbers dropped or no?
It has dropped, kind of.
Kind of? Okay,
I know it's dropped significantly because like of course armored cars and we cut and giving greater greater military training to guards.
Oh my gosh, these numbers, man. So apparently, in 1992, there was like 2,000 bank robberies, but then last year, that number dropped to like 67. So it has dropped, but still, like 2,000 like bank robberies a year, that's nuts. So. Yeah, man, it's fascinating. It is fascinating. I'm not gonna lie. So, but yeah, man, Heat's great. Nick, you gotta watch Heat. It's great. You'll love it. What's another Michael Mann movie you recommend? Not.
Recommend going back to see Thief if you haven't. Yes, it's with James Caan. It's essentially like because he already had the spec script for Heat written out. That eventually kind of turns into LA Takeover. Like LA Takedown, and then he remade LA Takedown into Heat. But one of the drafts of Heat, was Thief. Where he kind of explored, maybe criminals aren't like these. Where he kind of just explored the idea, hey, maybe criminals aren't like essentially these like shifty guys who are looking to steal your money from your grandma's bank account. Maybe they're just working Joes who have a specific set of skills they've acquired, and they're constantly kind of looking for the one, the one last job. Of course, you guys watched Manhunter.
Wait, when was that? I don't think I was there for that.
Did we do that during one of the Halloween marathons, or was that just a separate viewing?
No, that was during the Halloween marathon, I think.
Okay.
I don't think I was there for that.
I know we did watch it at some point.
I don't think I was there for that marathon then, because I haven't seen Manhunter.
Well, no, I just don't think you were there that day, because I know it wasn't in the first.
No,
I know it wasn't in the first marathon, because I know you weren't there for the first year.
No, because this was back when we were in a different server, so.
No, it was last year.
Oh, it was last year?
I think you probably just weren't there that day.
Then I probably just wasn't available that night, so.
Okay, I gotta get the listings from the first, like the first one. Just year 5. The best of 5 years thing.
I think I should still have all the movies saved on like Google Calendars, because like that's how we were able to like schedule our like marathons and stuff. So
I know you would for at least a few of them, but the first one I got up.
Especially the recent years, yeah. But no, I don't think not the first one, because you were in a different server at the time, and I didn't even join that server yet. So yeah, that was before you ruined my life, Nick.
Yeah.
Guys, so Manhunter, if you haven't seen it, it's terrific. and I you've already seen.
I've seen Heat. You go see it if you can find it, Chelsea. It should be available, like, on digital platforms and stuff, so...
Okay.
Mm.
I mean, it kind of doesn't fit the style. Like, it doesn't fit like the general style of how Michael Mann is shown as.
Okay.
But you can if you haven't already, you can watch Last of the Mohicans.
See, I wouldn't be laughing if it weren't for the fact that Nick showed me that damn South Park episode. Mantequilla!
Mantequilla! The Insider.
Insider.
The Insider is another good one, and then you got and yeah, he also directed the Ali biopic. With Mr. With the Fresh Prince.
With the Fresh Prince. Hey, let's go. Alright.
And if you want to see him, if you do want to see him in something different, Collateral is another great movie. Stars Tom Cruise.
Oh, okay. I like Tom Cruise.
And we got that's where Cruise is Hitman.
Wait, Cruise is the bad guy? That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta watch that now. That sounds fun. It's like that already is got my interest. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds fun. Tom Cruise, but you're following him as the bad guy of the movie. That's eat your heart out, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, or Jason Statham. Jason Statham. I told Nick this, but I watched The Beekeeper recently, and I swear, like The Rock, there has to be something like in his contract that like tells him like, okay, like up until like the last minute of the movie, like you can't like hurt me. Like I gotta be invincible until like the last minute of the movie. Then you know to raise some stakes. And I gotta be portrayed as the good guy, no matter what. Though I still think Beekeeper's just a hilarious movie, because the idea is that a bunch of literally a bunch of like Gen Z Zoomer scammers scammed this elderly woman out of all her money, so she commits suicide, and then Jason Statham goes out on a whole killing spree for revenge against these Gen Z crypto scammers. It's amazing. like the only thing I actually kind of regret is I kind of criticize is the fact that like if you're gonna go with this premise, have Jason Statham just go balls out with these like scammers, because despite the premise, like he's still like it has to be like something like his contract or something, because like he's still like trying to portray this idea of like he's a morally good man. So because but at the same time he's constantly toting around saying like, you scammers, you're not innocent, you have blood on your hands. But then very rarely does he ever go like full like John Wick mode on them. It's funny. So it's like, look, you guys aren't innocent, but you don't have guns, so I'm not gonna brutally murder you. But which I don't know, it kind of disappoints me. Like with a premise like that, with that premise for a movie, you might as well just have him brutally murdering these like scammers. Go all out. That's just what I think. So, but yeah, Jason Statham. What a fascinating lad. All right. What was I say?
All right. And then wait. Wait. Sorry. I also recommend you watch like Miami Vice.
Miami Vice. I think so. I don't recall. Probably.
Well, like you should check it out.
Check out Miami Vice. Okay.
Yeah, the 2006 film. Because it's better than people made it out to be.
Oh, okay.
And then like and if you haven't seen it yet, Ferrari.
Oh, Ferrari. Okay, I'll go check out Ferrari. That's sure. All right, cool. All right, I'll definitely check out those movies then, because I know I'm hooked on this director's stuff. After Heat, like, okay, yeah, I'm down to see more of his stuff. So yeah. Oh, hold on, real quick. I'm attaching the arm for my gym sniper. It's fighting me. Connect. There we go. Let's go. Hell yeah. My Gunplu's got arms now. Let's go. Alright. So yeah, I think with that said then, we can call it here, because I don't really got anything else to say about Heat. And that's it for our topics. Yeah. So yeah, tomorrow should, unless something comes up, like last time, we should be able to do still Archie Sonic stuff. So let's go. Yeah. So with that said then, I'm gonna call it here. So thanks everyone who came. Thanks everyone watching on the replays and stuff. Go check out everything we talked about tonight. It'll be great. So until next time, good night.